further ado, we're going to call this meeting to order at, what time is it? 5:54, whatever, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we get a roll call, please?
Chair Godella,
Here?
Chair Garton,
Here.
Board Member Montansi is absent, Board Member Anderson is gonna be absent, Board Member Roberts,
Here.
Board Member Ramirez.
Here.
And Main Street Meredith. We have a form.
Here.
Okay. Any comments from the public? Sections for public comments? Anyone? No? Okay, seeing none. Any board comments at this time? Seeing none. Any correspondence to review? None. Okay, we're moving on to the oh, you know what we didn't do?
I didn't do the agenda.
Where's the approve the agenda?
The
Here we go.
Consent
Okay,
calendar.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, so can I get a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting and the agenda? So moved.
Seconded.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
None opposed, okay. All right, now we're moving on. Welcome, folks. So Isela Jimenez,
This one.
and you are?
Press the button. There you go.
And
My name is Alvaro Jimenez, Stella's brother.
okay. Okay, so you have 3 minutes to just tell us about your product and what you want to do at Villagefest, and then we'll probably ask questions, and then we'll deliberate and, okay?
Wonderful. So it's a family. We started this business in 2020. Just in our backyard, just kind of enjoying ourselves and making something of our spare time. And it quickly became something that was calling for from all of our immediate family and all that. So we decided that we were gonna launch our business, and it's called Taco con Todo. It's like a taco with everything, all the fixings. We have pickled onions, cilantro, onions, and we have 3 different sauces that we're known for. We have a super spicy one made with habaneros. We have a medium spice one with jalapenos, and we have just our house one that's real mild and easy to load up on. Our menu is very simple. We offer shredded beef. It's a barbacoa with all of our house family traditional marinades. And we offer red tacos, queso tacos, or quesadillas. So quesadillas will be like flour tortillas, real big. We have a queso tacos. It's a crispy taco with shredded beef and cheese, and red tacos with just a shredded beef. We offer chips and salsa, everything we make in house. Right now, we're prepping everything out of our restaurant, our partnering business restaurant, La Cultura. So we do most of our prep there. Everything is a quick setup. All we need is just a griddle. Everything is prepped in chafing dishes, and we just make the taco to order.
You want to pass them around so they can try
Yeah,
it?
absolutely, please.
Do you have a truck, or is this going to be a booth where you cook?
We'll have a little tent that we'll set up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just because it'll be easier for us to. The food truck is just kind of, not something that we're doing yet, because we're doing a lot of pop-ups for little weddings and backyard barbecues and all that.
I don't
So-
see what their booth looks like.
The what? And we have.
The booth looks like. Nope.
No pictures?
Do you have a picture of his?
There's pictures of
Yes,
food.
we do.
Good, thank you.
Oh, please. Okay, let me have this office going on here. This is the fan favorite, the queso taco.
I'm bringing.
Try that.
You want me- I don't want to.
I did it wrong. There we go.
And then this is the soy rizo. We also have a burrito.
This also will be this red one there. Orange is real spicy and the
Yeah.
medium.
Okay, sir.
And then we have
I have a
turkey
burrito.
salsa.
We have a quesadilla. Let's have this,
I'd like to put this here.
okay.
And what is it?
This is a vegan or vegetarian.
Oh,
Soy rizo with
as well,
potato.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
We add.
There we go, yeah.
Yep. And this would be the fan favorite, the queso taco.
Can I try this?
Of course. You wanna pull it?
I'm always curious to try the vegetarian stuff because we don't have that much and we do get requests for it. That's the sauce.
So here's.
This one, there we have our queso
Okay,
tacos.
as well, so
We'll do like our top selling one. That's one thing we were known for.
Okay.
If you're not a big fan of cheese, red tacos. This is the soy rizo and potato.
So these are the pictures of the tents.
from one of the pop-ups that we do here in Palm Springs.
Absolutely.
And then-
If you wanna grab it with your
Okay,
napkin.
and the griddle is inside the tent or? out?
Right, yes, you can say that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you see the picture?
Yeah, and it's also moving around for you.
So here's the tent,
Ah,
then we have the
perfect,
three
yeah.
permits.
That's
thing.
it. Yeah. Just wanted to
So
make sure.
this is for you, table, red tacos, queso tacos, quesadilla, and then burrito. Our menu is very simple. We only have a few items just to make it easier, and the
That's
stuff
good.
is just the thing, just the meat, and then real easy and easy to accommodate.
Yeah, so this is usually how.
So just have, yeah, we'll just have a few of the shaping dishes that are covered with the salsas. And you'll get your plate as you order, you'll get the plate and then you can prep it yourself with all the fixings.
So have you been to our Village Fest? Have you seen the other, because we have
Correct.
quite a few taco vendors, so you realize there'll be competition.
Yeah, certainly, we're ready for the competition.
In
I
fact,
feel like, we've done a few things and what really propelled us to come to the street fair is, we just did the modernism week at the art museum. And we got a lot of feedback from them saying that we need to come around to doing something more where they can, our tacos could get known more. So,
Okay, so you were one of the pop-up vendors at the museum?
yeah, we did the whole thing at the modernism museum. We were there for like 2 weeks straight.
At the Modernism Museum or at our museum?
It was at the art museum, but it
Oh,
was
okay.
modernism. I'm not sure what they were doing. It was like something to collab.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of traffic there, so that really propelled us to want to go to the street festival because
Well, you're lucky because the restaurant closed, so.
yeah.
yeah, so it was great. We got an extension, so in fact, we're gonna be there this Friday.
Okay.
Thursday, we'll be
Great.
there again. Also.
Yeah, so we're kind of building up our little, we got the snowball rolling and we're doing a lot of pop-ups and working with a lot of different caterers in Palm Springs. We're doing collabs with That's the Spirit. And he's just like a pop-up bartender. He does bartending services for other people and he arranges and we do packages with him. So we're kind of doing more like pop-ups with backyard and stuff. So this will be great for us to be able to, for everyone to really try our food and be able to get more catering opportunities.
Right.
What makes the taco red?
The red is the hue, so the same the like the au jus that we cook the meat in.
Yeah.
We'll boil it extra and we'll put some of the like vegetable oil. And then we'll dip the tortillas in that, so that's where you get the red hue. And that'll give it that crispiness, because if you don't do it, it'll just kind of become like a soggy tortilla.
Well, I'm gonna make
So
a
that
comment
really
on
makes
that.
it crispy.
It also makes the vegetarian one not
And it's-
vegetarian. You realize that, right?
Well, that's-
Vegetarians will not have something that had meat broth or meat fat in it, or even touch the spoon of meat. So that does not make us vegetarian. That's an issue.
Yeah,
with it.
so the vegetarians, normally we wouldn't actually dip it in that. It would be on the side and we do have a separate griddle for those. So
So it'd
unless,
be a red taco for the
Yeah.
vegetarian. It'll
So
be
you-
more
Oh,
like a street.
so you're making them fresh anyway, so, okay.
right,
Yeah, we'll make them to order so we get, and everything's separate, so
Yeah.
And the quesadilla, you could also do
Separate,
vegetarian,
absolutely.
because this one's got meat in it, right?
that one does.
That one does, we put our signature
Okay.
shredded beef in that.
But it's
Got
made to order, so if somebody wanted.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we can leave stuff out, we can leave stuff on, we can.
Chris has a question.
Yes,
Chris.
please.
Hello there, board member Chris here. I'm really missing out on this meeting because those tacos do look great.
Yes, you are.
But I'd like to ask, how is your game on the digital platforms? Are you on Instagram or on Facebook, or how do kind of people hear? Is it word of mouth?
Go ahead.
Yeah, at first it was word of mouth. Right now we do have an Instagram page and we created the website. So when people at the pop-ups or wherever they ask for, more information, we would give them a website or the Instagram, which is being worked on right now. So we kind of started fresh. We only have a few pictures there. We want to really focus on the food and not like,
Right. And what is your Instagram?
it's Ta Con Todo, established
Okay.
2021.
Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. And that's another great thing as well is the Village Fest is more, people from all over kind of traveling around. It's great to kind of get those channels up because people do, really enjoy posting and sharing a lot of the culinary side. So yeah, I think definitely keeping those strong and kind of having those active during and leading up to the Thursday nights will help out a lot as well.
Definitely.
Certainly, yeah, just as of lately, we've been getting more involved with just that, like Facebook, Instagram, all that posting, because that does bring a lot of business to to this. And then we also added Square, like for easy, so they can just tap and go. So payment, because you know,
That's good.
cash is cool, but it's not everyone, you can't accommodate to everyone, so we quickly learned that, so we made it easy for everyone to
That's great.
enjoy it.
And who will be actually working at the booth?
It'll most likely be me or my brother-in-law or her, so it'll just be like us three.
Okay.
It's a small operation, we mostly just need 2 people. We might have 3 just while we get going. If it gets crazy, then we're obviously gonna be staffed. It's all family owned and operated, so we have 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
Yep.
And are you wanting to do this year round or seasonally or what?
We hope to take off and be able to serve year round.
Okay,
You know, that's our goal, to be able to
Become popular and then have a
yeah,
an eating
certainly.
place.
Well, we
Yes.
want to grow, you know.
Well, we have had those kind of success stories here at Village Fest.
Yeah, certainly, and really that art museum really propelled us, because we had a different type of clientele that we're used to. And they said, you know, so we got a lot of good leads from there, so we're doing way more caterings and all that, so this is like exciting for us, and we're gonna go all in with it.
great.
The quesadilla was delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
thanks. We have more if you like.
No, it was very good, but take heed of what Celia said, you'll have a lot of competition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
certainly.
I urge you to differentiate yourself, think about how you will stand out and be different. Because there's a lot of competition, but your food is very good.
I think the vegetarian will differentiate you a little bit, and if you could think about doing a vegan option, like if you were to do like a quesadilla with a vegan cheese, like,
Okay, yeah.
cashew-based cheese or something,
Definitely.
it's probably also a good idea just to have that available, not that you'll sell a lot of that, but
Yeah, we
Again,
got a lot of requests for nopales too, like the nopales, and that really with potatoes, so that's something that we'll definitely incorporate and get better at, providing something for everyone. Not, you know.
and the social media is really important, because then it's a draw, right? It has people
Certainly.
coming to Village Fest looking for you
Yeah.
instead of they go to the other taco vendor, right?
Yeah, we
Just
want
the few of them,
to
just the few of them.
have a line, we
Okay.
see it, we already envisioned that, so we're just kind of.
The red taco shells are gonna help too. Those are,
Yeah.
people are gonna say, where'd you get that
Yeah.
red taco shell?
Yes, we get a lot, yeah.
Good.
Oh, let's go
Okay,
then.
all right.
I make
Without
a
further
move-
ado.
yeah, I make a move that we accept Tacon Todo
Está con todo.
into
I'll second.
Village Fest.
Okay, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, congratulations. Welcome to the Village Fest family, and we wish you lots of success. Not that we want to lose you, but I wish you so much success that you
Yeah.
wind up with your own brick and mortar that's happening.
We hope to be able to serve the city, the council here.
Yeah.
someday.
Thank you.
And then you
Very
got some
good.
hungry vendors over there, so.
Yeah. We'll set it over there on the table and feel free to help yourself. That orange sauce is real spicy.
Yes, I'm-
The big one, medium.
Yes, it is.
I thought he thought it was a mile.
There's a little bit of each one.
Okay. You'll be in touch with Faith, and she'll set you up for your orientation.
For sure.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
And feel free, all of you, after you presented, if you want to leave, go ahead and leave. If
Yeah,
you want to
you
stay,
can.
you're welcome to stay.
Yeah, you're welcome to stay at the public meeting, but you can leave. Okay, Bradley Ryan, Undercover Dreams.
Mhm.
Do you guys want me to like set everything up or are we passing them around? Product?
Yes,
Pass them around? Okay.
Not everything, just one of a kind.
yeah.
Okay. They're all very different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Start a chain going, that's one at a time.
cool. Let's start some going this way.
Okay. So you have 3 minutes to tell us about your product, your business, and what you intend to do at Village Fest.
Okay, so my name is Bradley Ryan. This is my partner Brady. Hi.
Hi.
I'm a Reiki therapist, a sound healer, and a self-care entrepreneur. This is our baby. We've had this dream for about 5 years now. We launched 3 years ago, in 2020. I launched with 2 products and then grew my business, and we now have 22 products in the line. Basically, I'm creating a conscious conversation through clean nature inspired products. I'm inspiring people to take better care of themselves and to plant seeds of positivity into their days each day. I think so many of us kind of just go through life and either just wash our face really quick or just light a candle and walk away. But I'm trying to get people to slow down and inspire them to take time to give back to themselves and to love themselves more. My production days are like a ritual for me. So I'm very intentional on clearing the space and infusing all of my products with Reiki healing energy, just for another layer of healing. I feel like we're going into people's most sacred spaces. So keeping it high vibrational is the way to go. I make everything by hand. I formulated everything. I designed all of my packaging, my labels, my handwriting's all over it. It's all us, all me. Everything in my brand is very clean. It's mostly organic. Those are roller fragrances. You can open and smell. Yeah.
And they match some of the fragrances
Yeah.
you're smelling in the candles, so.
Can I?
Yes, absolutely. Please.
Bergamot.
There's
I knew I
bergamot. Yeah. I use bergamot a lot. I love.
We
bergamot.
do have a few candle vendors, but I have to be honest, I don't think anybody's using bergamot because I'm always looking for that.
Oh,
And I gotta,
This is nice.
Okay.
I love this one.
Uh-huh.
Nice and light. They're not like.
Right. Yeah, I feel like it's like an addition to you, not like the fragrance walks in before you do, you know? But they're
So-
also like reminders to like love yourself a little bit more and
Yeah, you'll see on the stick we're looking at right now, everything is a ritual, right? So you'll see it like as you're either cleansing your face or you're putting on a moisturizer, you're kind of taking a little bit of time for yourself to remember to give back to yourself with these positive affirmations that really kind of do make an impact for your
you can
day.
shake it and spray it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Mint, right?
Yeah.
This one's. I'm not loving myself yet, though. I'm still waiting.
It's gonna sink in.
Okay, it'll happen before I leave, right?
Absolutely, yeah, those are
Yeah.
testers, go ahead.
There's a little
Oh,
cap.
I see. I don't want to.
Oh, you're all good.
I got it.
There we go.
Yeah.
So that's our moisturizer,
Which is incredible.
I love like dewy, fresh skin. It's a grapefruit scent.
It smells good.
Mhm.
This is the
And you'll
real.
notice that it
Coconut cleanser.
keeps you super hydrated.
Oh, this is a
throughout
cleanser.
the
I'm
day.
getting like a hand
Yeah,
like that.
that's okay.
Is this a
I've actually
facial
had
cleanser?
people- Yeah, it's a facial cleanser. Great for sensitive
Yeah.
skin.
Yeah,
And that's a moisturizer right there.
That's a moisturizer.
Then we do have a
face mask.
A face mask as well.
I'm admiring myself, still not in love, but admiring. Working on it.
Did you
This
smell
is
the
all
love candle?
unisex, right?
Very nice.
Huh?
It's all unisex
Yes.
product?
Yes, yeah.
Bradley, you said you manufacture all this. Talk about that a little bit. Tell us how you do that.
Yeah, so I make everything in our kitchen at home. So basically over the pandemic, like I've had a dream to have a product line for quite some time. I basically wanted to merge my two favorite things in life, which is like my spirituality and products. I love self-care time and just creating time to take care of me. And so I started off with beard products and I made like a beard balm and a beard oil. And over the pandemic, like I just started to get more creative and was like, you know, I can teach myself how to do all of these things and have fun with it and like actually like speak to these products in a way where like they're forming around the vibration of love. So all of my candles, it's like a ritual process when I make them, but I get like essential oils and I just play around with fragrances to see what works. And yeah, we make everything at home in our kitchen. I order all the supplies
Where do
and
you source your oils and your fragrances?
various places,
What's your
like
go-to?
The US.
all from here, yeah. As
And,
local as I can.
a manufacturer?
doTERRA, Rainbow Abbey, we use sun oils, but we've done some like shows like in Vegas, like some trade shows, and I've made a lot of contacts along the way who do like manufacture oils and stuff. So sometimes I can find a better price here and I'll order oils there. Sometimes it's over there, but over at another place, but mostly it's I'm just looking for what fits what I need to like reinvest in.
And they have certain criteria. They have to be, organic, they have to be, natural, free of any type of petrochemicals, parabens, all of those things. So everything is either organic or is natural.
Clean.
Are your candles melt and pour and then you add a fragrance to them? Is that how they're, your candles?
Melt and pour. What do you mean?
Are you buying the base and melting it and then just?
I buy soy wax
Uh-huh.
and then I take my fragrances that I blend myself and I pour everything myself. And then I have to wait for them to set and then I heat them up again to put the crystals on top myself.
Are they soy wick or are they?
They're soy.
Cotton wick? Okay.
Yeah.
Chris had a question.
Oh, no, it was answered actually. Thank you.
Okay, asked and answered.
So how big is your company? Like, so you said you do all of the products yourself. You make them all, everything
Yes.
that you just,
All 22 products.
you have no employees?
Just us.
It's just that,
You too,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah.
Your packaging looks really professional.
Very
so-
nice.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's like my creative outlet to express myself. And I love like fun, beautiful, bright colors, things that feel good and inspire me. And I bring that to life, I feel like, in my product.
But like even this is his handwriting.
Yeah, that's
It's
my
actually like,
actual
so like all the
handwriting.
labels, it's actually his.
This is one of my best girlfriends. I shot her myself on a roof.
You shot her.
I have a
But she's
camera
doing
now.
fine now.
She's okay. She survived.
Yeah.
But we did a photo shoot together for the skincare products and embodied each of the energies for each of the products. And then I designed all of the elements that are on the packaging and all that. We
It's
did
really
everything.
beautiful.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Very nice.
And
We
then-
did everything locally in LA.
It smells really fresh.
Are you in retail anywhere? Are you in any retail outlet or?
Just direct to consumer.
You're
Yeah.
not
So-
on Etsy or anything like
No.
that?
No.
So direct to consumer, you're selling how? Online?
Yeah, and we have a website.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
And he
gotcha.
has a very strong social media presence, you can
Oh,
check,
okay.
which is pretty major with him doing his Reiki healing and also, just being a skincare guru in and of itself. Have a lot of people that follow him and that really supports the business as
Your
well.
lotion, I rubbed it in. It doesn't feel greasy, but I can feel it
Yeah,
stay
Bill,
on.
so-
Yeah.
Very nice. Another. the
Yeah,
product
It's really
is
great for the
quality.
desert, so.
Yeah, it's so dry here. I wanted something to
Yeah,
keep the skin alive.
it's nice.
Are you selling at any other fairs or outdoor markets or anything?
We've done a show, we've done the College of the Desert.
Okay.
This is-
We've done that twice.
Yes.
Okay. So you're familiar with how that,
Yeah, totally.
okay, all right. Any other questions? Chris, anything? Joy?
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion that we accept Undercover Dreams into the Village Fest.
All second. All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Very impressed with your product line.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you,
Love the
thank you.
smell.
Because we do have a number of self-care vendors now at this point. It seems
Yeah.
to have been a thing ever since post-COVID. We're seeing a lot of vendors like that, but I would say that you would probably set yourself above or
Thank
separate
you.
from. You would be.
Thank you so much. That means the world.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you guys for your time.
Thank you.
See you on the street.
All right, we can't wait.
And fair.
Have you ever used Cedrat, CEDRAT?
No, is that an oil?
It's I'm not sure what it is, but I know that the stuff that I get from L'Occitane that I use on my bald head is
Ah.
Cedrat, and I love the smell of it. It's kind of citrusy-ish, but not like that punch you in the face citrus.
Yeah, that's why I
Um,
like bergamot, because it's
I
like a
love
lighter
bergamot. You need to
citrus.
do a bergamot roll.
Yeah.
As good as he can do a
Really
custom
thick.
fragrance just for you.
Yeah, I'll make
so.
something special for you.
Great.
Thanks.
You gotta make sure you love yourself, right? Thank you guys. so much.
I'm falling in love with
I
them.
love it. Thank you.
Dorothy Conti. Come on up, Dorothy.
Hi there.
Hi.
I want to arrange my lovelies for you for a second. Is that okay?
Very good.
You guys feel free to eat if there's stuff there that you're gonna miss out.
Thank you.
Good. I can still smell it.
I'm very impressed with it.
I am too.
Are those alive or are they dried?
No, they are all faux.
They're, even the elephant food?
Yep, everything.
Cause that looks real. I know, cause I grow elephant food.
That's not real?
So the moss is preserved and the burled wood, of course, is.
Yeah.
But.
It's different.
So I'm gonna ask a few questions while you're doing this and then I'll let you speak.
Yeah, absolutely, and I can maybe talk while I do this too.
The arrangement in the large vase, that's sold with the vase or you're only selling the pieces that go in it?
This guy,
Yeah,
that is an arrangement that goes all together
with the vase.
with the vase,
Okay.
exactly. So, almost done.
Okay.
It's a dry wall hanging. So. I have business, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm
Sure.
Wendy.
All right, go ahead. Let's go.
I am an interior designer and I do staging and feng shui. And one of the services I do is I create beautiful floral arrangements for my clients. Sometimes for spas, sometimes in a staging, sometimes for realtors. And I would make something beautiful like this
That really is beautiful.
in real,
Gosh, it's gorgeous.
but the owners or my clients were a little overwhelmed with keeping it alive. And so it would die and it was very sad. And during my staging gigs, you see other stagers use fake plants all the time and realtors, and they look just sad and sad and pathetic. So I actually went to Europe for an interior design class, and I realized that now faux botanicals, as I call them, are incredibly authentic looking, and they're really rival the real thing. And they're not only just absolutely gorgeous, but they're super versatile. So I feel like I sell one other thing. I make.
So are you purchasing the artificial plants and you're purchasing the vases and just assembling them together?
I buy everything separate.
Uh-huh.
So
I think
I
that's it.
procure the vases, the vessels. I have clear vases. I use resin to create fake water.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
very large arrangements, bigger. I have them in the car, but I don't bring them.
No, that's
Too
fine.
much
Yeah.
going on, and I make small ones. I have succulents, and this guy is, see the rocks in here? I use Mod Podge and just secure the rocks. I use little crystal pieces. Sometimes I go seasonal with, like this was left over from Valentine's Day. I make wall hangings. I make Christmas wreaths. I make anything and everything from faux florals. And the beauty of them is that you can use them anywhere, and
They
they're
don't
so
die.
wonderful for any place, anywhere, anytime. It's if it's your home, if it's a hard to reach place, if it's for people who don't have a green thumb, frequent travelers, rentals here in Palm Springs. There's a lot of rentals. There are a lot of older folks who, they like beauty and greenery, but maybe they can't always get to it, and you can mix and match. I mix and match. I take my fresh flowers, put them in a beautiful vase, and I have like real flowers too on, on the stem, and I just add them and it looks gorgeous. And then I switch out the, the real flowers. Anyway, it's
What would the price be for your larger ones, like that tall vase?
so the tall vase, that one, I had this at a boutique collective. So they charge 15% plus rent. So the tag for this was 195. This guy is also 195. But these they're investments and they're very easy to take care of. People ask me all the time, how do you keep the dust, from accumulating? But you just use compressed air, the same as you clean the keyboard with.
Yep.
Or a damp cloth, it depends on, what it is. And, yeah, it's just a
I
source.
can
of
ask you just a
beauty.
few questions.
Yeah.
On your table, I see it, and on your application, I see jewelry, I see earrings.
Yes, I do.
You can show us those.
As an interior designer, I love working with leather. This is my passion. So I make jewelry. I make leather earrings. I buy the leather. I have a machine. I die cut. I make bracelets
Mhm.
and
The bracelet would be a huge hit,
Huge
those,
hit,
those
for
cups,
sure.
yeah.
the I'm sorry, the what?
They will be.
The
a huge
wrist
hit.
cup will be a huge hit.
And
Those are
I-
nice.
Nobody
yeah.
has them right now
Please
here.
do look at this because I also saw this.
Bless you.
I also saw this in Europe and
Pass them around if you would.
I
just
was
take a
in
look
love.
through there.
absolutely, I'd be glad to. But
Now, it
start
says
with-
here decorative pots and vases. Are these ones that you purchase and then you're reselling? Just plain pots and vases?
I have cute little decorative items that I sometimes sell additionally. Yeah.
Oh, these are great.
Okay, well, let me just cut to the chase here.
Yeah.
If it's something that you're not making or embellishing to that level, to the level of this, then you
Yeah.
can't sell it at Village Fest.
Okay, yeah.
Village Fest is an artisan craft fair traditionally and an art festival. And we require like 75% of the item to be handmade. I think in this case,
These are.
even though you're purchasing everything and assembling it, with jewelry, we don't allow that, but this really is your art, and this is the creative edge. of-
These are gorgeous. They're all handmade, I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she does do the
Oh
leather.
my God.
I know their logo. Faith, you're gonna want to take a look at these.
Here. Faith, you're gonna be shopping for these.
Yeah.
huh?
Whereas I'm not sure if I understood what you were saying, is that, are you ruling out my floral?
No, no,
No,
no.
no, I'm saying though, but if you sell just vases or decorative pots
understood.
that,
Understood.
and decor items that you're buying wholesale and then
Yeah.
just putting a price tag on and selling, then you
Okay, so
cannot sell them.
completely understood.
Yeah.
And these are truly my passion project.
Yeah.
You should,
These are amazing.
You'll-
The
you'll-
leather earrings are amazing.
You'll do really well with these. And what types of cups do you have? I mean, you do just plain cups with
I think there
snaps?
were 2 cups in there. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's a little nerve wracking up here, so
you're fine.
please.
Well, of course, it's because you're on stage.
It's
you
like
know, it always
rehearsing in my
takes us,
head
yeah.
as I was sitting down, but then it doesn't go the way
These
you
are
think it
beautiful.
goes.
You will do really, really well
you.
with these. These are really nice. Oh, yeah.
Are you making plainer ones also for gentlemen of
I
these?
can make anything.
I think gentlemen can wear
I have
these, too.
patterns
I have one that I bought
leather.
in London that I wear all the time and it's black, but
This
it's,
leather
yes,
is
and it's the
so
black cup.
soft.
Isn't it lovely?
Oh, my God.
Beautiful, yes.
I want to buy one from you tonight.
All right.
Okay.
Huh? 29.
Wow.
I'll give special prices.
No, we can't do
No, no, no.
special.
Okay.
We can't take that. for
Your
granted.
plants are your passion, but
Oh
your
my God,
jewelry
these are-
is artist.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you,
Yeah, I
thank
think
you.
it'll be very
Yeah,
popular.
yeah.
And I'm a maker. I don't know, I'm a maker. I make things, I put my mind to it, it flows out of me. I go in my studio and the world around me disappears.
We have a lot of jewelry vendors, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of competition, but your stuff is unusual.
Nothing like yours.
Nothing like yours.
Thank you very much. And that's how I felt when I saw those in Europe. A lot of people were wearing them. Some people, I was like, we don't have this over here. We need this. I'm gonna bring back leather.
Yeah,
So I encourage you to market your jewelry very well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, how you
Everything brings
display,
me joy.
how you display your jewelry, is gonna be important.
well,
So-
she's doing the
Yeah,
earrings on
you're
those, yeah.
saying-
And-
I do these, I actually painted these and I use black, you saw the black hearts
Yeah.
behind them.
Good idea, yeah,
But honestly, I can make anything.
yeah.
You probably, I don't know if you see a picture of one of my booth at the La Jolla open air market. I sold these arrangements there
Yeah,
and my earrings. And I have a lot of fun. It's like I set up a store.
well, this display is beautiful. It's very eye-catching. I think when people walk by this, they're gonna really stop. Because there's a lot going on here. But you can't see this, Chris.
I know,
Can you see it this way?
a little bit.
Or this.
Hmm.
Oh,
The interior designer in me, I can't just like, put it there. It has to look like a scene or like a setting.
That is beautiful.
It is.
So, just a couple of things. One is, so, like I mentioned, anything that, that you are not making. So if it's just, you had mentioned here decor items and vases, thing, you cannot market those at Village Fest. It's not a retail market.
unless it's in an arrangement.
Unless it's
Understood.
something that you're doing something. And also, all the things that are listed on your application that you're showing us here is what you can sell. I mean, obviously variations on it, right? You did a shorter
Yeah.
round vase.
Yeah,
But if you come up with a whole new item like leather belts,
yeah.
you would have to come to us to read before you can put them in your booth. You cannot put something in your booth that we haven't approved, okay?
Understood, yeah.
It's
So
a
did she
strict
have
rule set.
wreaths on her application? Because she said she might do those.
No,
You might
I've
want to
done
add,
Christmas wreath,
well, she says
so this is what,
small decor items and decor items. So those decor items, meaning things that you make, yes,
wall art,
yes,
something like that.
wreaths, that kind of.
yes, okay. Right, that's
So, and
fine,
I also-
and we need to look at it.
I dry my florals as well.
Yeah.
So what you see right here, this is actually faux.
Mhm.
And these are some just dried florals. I dried my own orange slices right here. And I use those for Christmas. They're very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I mix and match.
And you do the weaving too?
I did. It was just a metal ring and I just
Yeah.
played with it.
Nice. All
I'm
right.
ready to make a
Okay.
motion.
Yeah.
all right, let's go.
I move that we add the Conti Loving to Village Fest.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Welcome
you.
to the Village Fest family. We'll see you on the street
Yay.
and we'll be in touch with Faith to set up your start date and your orientation, okay?
Thank you so much. And I like how you said deconti loving. You said that. I like that.
Okay. Next is Irina thank you, sorry. Take your time. Take your
Yeah, don't
time.
feel like you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to
you have to
rush.
rush. No, don't break anything. Oh, this is, okay, good.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Chris, you're gonna wanna see where's the camera? The camera's pointing at, where is it pointing right now? Can we see where the camera is? How do we see where the camera is?
You just have to make noise.
Oh, okay.
So if you're talking, it'll go through too.
Chris, I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this right?
Okay.
They're painted and sewed and stuff.
Can I demo for you?
Yes, please.
You know, you have your cell phone. in it.
She had her keys, so that's what
Oh,
they had.
okay.
Unless you want to try one.
Hey, you want to go up in the front? Yeah.
Sorry.
So. Fantastic.
Chris, can you see these?
I can, Dan, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
So I specialize on vintage and turn into a wearable house.
So all of the base products are vintage.
Yeah. Some are mostly on leather, but not necessarily.
Can we see what you're wearing? I mean.
Yeah.
So you did all the painting on that?
Exactly. So design and the artwork. So pieces like this.
Wow.
I can try them if you like to see.
Can we hear Chris?
What'd you say?
She can try on if you'd like to see.
Oh,
it,
no,
but
that's
there's
okay.
good-
Mhm.
There's no people.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very different. Very different. Where do you source your clothing?
So usually at the markets I sell sort of vintage places, sometimes internet too. So
So you had
So
jumpsuits
each-
in your video. You had jumpsuits that you were
Yeah,
working on in your
cotton
video.
jumpsuits too. I just couldn't bring everything right now
Right.
here. So including trench coats and What I noticed, and raincoats as well.
How'd you get started doing this?
So I worked in the vintage business for several years and used to do, some designs for my boss under my signature, of course, but then I became smart and I quit. And I started a line on my own.
Yeah.
So each piece is not printed,
Can I see the coat, Charlie?
but this one,
Oh, it's on the front. Okay, I see.
just this one.
And do you have a studio or
I work from home.
you work from home? All of
Mhm.
this is done at your house?
So I guess this is pretty much self-explanatory.
And are you making any of these bags, the ones that are a little bit more simple? Like
I'm
the,
not making anything from scratch.
It's all
Okay.
vintage.
It's
okay.
all vintage.
Oh,
Let's
it's
see if I
vintage.
can
Oh, gotcha.
see
Okay, so you're
this.
embellishing vintage items.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense, yeah.
Right,
Just like this, so
really
Okay.
I'll
nice.
decide where to paint or not when something to write.
Mhm.
So
And what kind of paint do you use on that
So-
leather?
these ones for leather are special ones. They're acrylic based, but they are durable. So if you touch this with your eyes closed, you will not really feel the texture. So it adheres very well. And then I sealing coat them. Clear coat for durability.
Okay,
So under rain,
Yeah.
it's gonna stay intact.
now how about the soft goods like the hats and things?
Those, because the leather paints are also acrylic based. So if I see a texture, I want it to be a little soft like a wool.
Yeah,
Any color on wool will have a little texture,
yeah,
but nothing in oil based, of course, all
Okay.
paints are acrylic based.
Yeah.
So that includes also cotton and jumpsuits that you sell. Yeah, those washed and nothing comes up. So that's it.
So is it it sounds like you will be selling whatever you can find that's vintage that you want to paint, so your items might change. But is it gonna be categories of clothing, hats and
Accessories.
handbags?
Mhm.
Is there anything else beyond that?
Well, I just painted a huge cowhide, but it's flat without hair.
Okay,
So
so that'll be kind of like a throw rug.
like a floor decor or
Okay,
a
yes,
wall
gotcha,
decor, yeah, that
okay,
could be done
yes.
too.
okay,
So
but you're not doing any jewelry or,
I'm not doing jewelry.
okay.
Okay,
just wear
because we have a
merchandise.
lot of
A
jewelry
lot of
vendors
jewels, yeah.
and
I think
I know
it's-
one of the
the
vendors.
jewelry
Chris
has to
Simmons.
be handmade, 75%. So, sorry, yeah,
I was gonna say, this stands out on its own.
Yeah,
You don't
this-
add anything.
absolutely.
This is very unique
gorgeous.
and really lovely, and I
Thank
think
you.
it's gonna do really well. I'm really pleased with the people that we're getting tonight. They're all really
Oh,
nice.
yeah, so if you have any questions, I also offer customers custom orders. So if somebody cannot find the jacket that fits them, but let's say they like the design. So I always offer custom. If it's for an event, if it could be a gift for as a backpack for their niece or granddaughter, whatnot. So that's I think it's a good flexibility
Okay, and are you gonna be in the booth and are you gonna be there by yourself? Will you have help?
myself.
And you plan to come every week?
I want to start every week, see how it goes,
Okay.
because, still I have merchandise that weather will kind of differ, so I have to switch to, let's say, some cotton lighter wear, so
Okay,
that I can offer. Even though I heard you said there's a lot of tourists and traffic.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely, a lot of
Yeah.
tourists.
and a leather's all year, it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter. I mean, I'm
Excellent.
wearing a suede shirt tonight. I would
Yeah.
not wear it because it was warm today, yeah, so I wouldn't worry about that. Okay.
I'm gonna make a motion that we accept Arenga,
I'm Irina, but the
Irene.
brand is Irenji.
Arengi,
Range.
into the Villagefest. Sorry for messing up your name.
Oh,
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed?
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
congratulations.
you.
Very nice work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very unique, very unique. Okay, Laura Williamson, Melange by LW.
That's me, I'm the LW. And I'm having a Shark Tank moment. here.
Okay.
Only we're not gonna offer you.
I was
any
gonna say,
money.
but you're not gonna give me any, you're not gonna
I
invest,
wish I were
so here
Mark
we go.
Cuban.
Yeah.
So,
I don't wish I was more recorded right now.
No.
I started this about 2 months ago at COD Street Fair. Quite frankly, because on a standby basis, they're pretty easy to get into and kind of test the market and see what's happening. By day, I work at Eisenhower and I'm a fundraiser. Raise money for the hospital, but that doesn't really.
You're the one that
feed-
keeps calling me. No.
No, but that doesn't really feed the creative part of my soul.
Sure.
I'm a local resident here. I've been here about 6.5 years. My husband and I are empty nesters and there's only so much Netflix I can watch, you know,
Yeah.
so I had to find some sort of an outlet,
We lost Chris
you know,
when he come back
for
in.
creativity. So this is, I just wanted to do something that would be handcrafted, but yet accessible.
Sure.
Which I feel I have done. These are polymer clay earrings. Here's just an example, kind of a branding example. That's business cards. Try to keep it very clean and modern. Polymer clay is, I mean, it comes like this. You just buy this at Michael's or Hobby Lobby.
It's like Sculpey.
Yeah, it is. It's Sculpey Primo. And it's a little bit like Play-Doh for adults. You kind of work it with your hands, you roll it out, you cut the shapes, you bake it in the oven, 265 degrees for 30 minutes. So, and then when it comes out, then you've got all of the finishing work, the filing, if you're going to glaze the pieces, and then of course, putting them together with the findings, which again, you know, I do buy all of those just at a common, you know, craft type outlet. All the findings, all the metals are nickel free, which is important, of course. But the reason, you know, a lot of people, this is, like I said, it's accessible, it's handcrafted. But when I say accessible,
Can
in
you pass
terms,
them around?
Yes.
as I was gonna say, in terms of price, you know, you're looking at something that's very affordable. I'll just start sending some samples around.
Do you fire any of the glazes or is it all topical?
It is all
Thank you.
topical. The
Okay.
glaze does not need to be fired. But this, just I've done some other ones
Oh, these are fun.
this direction. If you want to take a look.
These are
Nice.
So there's,
Different.
Yes.
like I said, I have,
Heavy.
I started this about 2 months ago. I think what I've learned a little bit along the way. I had my best week ever last week. So sales have been building each week
Where are you selling?
at Street Fair at COD.
Okay, sorry.
And so I think what I also have, you know, what's building is I had 3 customers return on Saturday who had bought from me previously. So I'm already getting some
Yeah.
return business. I'm starting off with the social media, you know, I do have Instagram and most of the Facebook is, you know, through
Good.
my personal account, not the business, but so I also do, I've done some special requests. I'm from Missouri, so when I was kind of launching and the Chiefs were in the Super Bowl, so I had, you know, people request, you know, can you do that, you know, red and yellow for me? I've also had some folks request things for like the kids' sports team, or one is like a show choir mom, and so she wanted school colors to wear to the show choir performances. I did bring kind of all my tools here if you wanted to see any of that. But
Video.
the reason why I'm looking to come to Palm Springs is twofold. I believe that being a local resident, I see that there's a little bit different customer here. They are looking for something that is handcrafted. They understand that they're at an arts and crafts fair as opposed to a place where a lot of people are wholesaling. And so, for example, my future daughter-in-law, 30 years old, is bringing some friends to the desert. Had a friend who has never been here plan the itinerary. And guess what they put on the itinerary?
Villagefest.
We want to go to Villagefest.
Good.
Yay.
And so that's who I'm looking for. I'm looking for maybe a little bit younger
Mhm.
clientele than what I see at COD. And that's just in observing. It's a little younger. There's a little different vibe. People are having dinner, a few glasses of wine, and they're on vacation maybe, and they're,
Yep.
you know, they're looking for something to take home, but maybe doesn't say Palm Springs on it, you know. So I had one customer that did that. I'm gonna buy a pair for each of my employees. I don't want to buy something that says Palm Springs, you know, but I want to bring something home to
And
everyone.
it's very portable. You can throw them in your
And what is
pocket.
your price point? What are your?
So it's really just priced by size, so a little,
That's what the stickers are on the back, different
yes,
colors? Okay.
yes, so a small would be $12.50.
Reasonable.
Medium would be, let's see, let's find a good medium.
25 is the most expensive.
Yeah,
The ones you're
okay.
wearing, I really like. And
yeah,
are-
those would be 20. 25 is something like these 3D where there's a little more
A lot of
labor
work, yeah.
involved. So these would be the 20
Okay.
price point. I also have in here, this has been really popular, something for the kids and something seasonal, the little peeps earrings
that's cute.
have been cute.
Next idea.
Can we pass those, are those like Easter peeps?
They look
Yeah,
like those
good.
little marshmallow
Oh,
peeps. So these have been wildly popular for people who are, you know, looking for an
That's right.
Easter
That's
present.
cute. And if you
So-
could get these out before Easter,
Yeah,
that'd be great.
that's great.
Yeah, so
Oh my
that's,
God, I
you
have a
know, just
friend
kind of
who's
adding in
funny,
some of
great
those
to get rid of.
fun seasonal things along the way.
So it's all earrings, right?
It is, and you know, and I understand that if I change to a new product, I would have to come back, but what I would like to do is, you know, kind of move toward being able to make a set with a necklace that had, you know, a matching piece, and I might have to come back and rejury for that.
Greg just had a great idea, like if this were like a lapel pin, I mean, if you had a little sticker, you could just have one of these.
Oh,
Yeah, if you could do
That's
like a
kinda
pin you
cute.
put through your.
That is
your-
great.
It's a great idea.
Great idea. So that's something that, you know, I would like to maybe expand to is, you know, to be able to do a set with a coordinating necklace, charm type of thing.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of jewelry vendors,
We do, yes.
but I don't
Nothing like this.
But I don't think we have anything like this, so I think you're gonna stand out on your own.
And it's the essence of Village Fest is,
Right.
you know,
Handcrafted.
handmade, unique, something you
And-
can't get
and-
otherwise, something you can't get if you go in a store.
And I've learned, you know, even just in 2 months that, you know, there's some people who are color, some people who are neutrals. You know, it's just one customer will walk up and grab the biggest, most colorful earrings, and the next lady will be like, oh, I don't know about these.
Yeah.
You know, so you kind of have
Yeah.
to cater to a wide variety
You have a nice variety there.
of people, and I
Shapes, colors.
I normally have 3 or 4 full cases
Yeah.
like this, and I just brought one for sample.
And how will you
At your
display them?
prices- With your prices and just selling, looking at how colorful and well made they are, I think you're gonna sell out. I mean, I think I could see that. And your prices are really, really reasonable,
And
so.
that
Oh,
was
I see.
something I said, you
Display
know,
them
that
like
I
that.
wanted
Okay.
to,
Yeah.
you know, to bring things to market that were, I mean, they're clay, they're fun, they are not necessarily a
fun.
high-end art piece.
Yeah.
that
Right.
Someone's gonna be charging. you know.
Display is everything. Raise them up so people see them. Don't lay them on the table.
Yeah.
Raise them up so as people are
Yeah,
walking by,
we,
you catch their eye and they're not having to look.
right, I do have the display boards that are
good, yeah,
all
good.
vertical.
Yeah.
Because your artwork is unique.
And I try and group them logically, you know, colorfuls, neutrals and things, so people when they're shopping can hone in on, I would never wear those colors, I'm going straight to the neutrals board.
Are you doing like a wire choker with a charm
That's, I
hanger?
would love to move to that, I just haven't quite gotten there,
Okay.
but I have to rejury for something
Yes.
like that,
Yeah.
okay. I would love to move in that direction.
You just have to bring it in and show it to us and, you know,
Yeah, it would
it's
be
the
quick.
quality of what you've already
Yeah.
shown it would be not a problem.
Absolutely.
All right, without further ado. Chris or Joy, any questions? Chris is on mute.
No questions, no questions.
None
Sure.
for me either.
Okay. I'm gonna make a motion that we accept Melange by Laura into Village Fest.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor, aye? Aye. Okay, congratulations.
Congratulations, yes.
Thank you.
Yes, we're on the screen.
It does feel a little like short tank up here.
Does it really?
We are still, you know, there is that jury moment.
Huh. We're not offering you money, though, that's.
I know, but you're offering me the opportunity.
There
to
you
make
make money,
So it's way more.
exactly.
And-
Okay,
And just my husband does work the booth with me in case, you know, things get a little crazy or.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Thank you so
we
much.
like the artist idea there because people may want to ask how things are made or what you do, and
They do.
and they want to meet the artist if they're buying an art.
And they ask about
Product.
materials and things.
Yes, absolutely. Okay,
Thank you
great.
so
Thank
much.
you. Thanks, Laura. Okay, Isaac Briones, Home Smart. Isaac brought his whole clan with them.
There's
Oh, God. I'm intimidated already.
Hi, guys.
All right,
HomeSmart is applying as a downtown commercial vendor.
Where in Palm Springs are you?
431 South Palm Canyon Drive.
Where is that?
Where's that?
It's right on Palm Canyon.
Yeah, but
Next.
Cross
to,
street.
The cross street is Ramon. It's like,
Are you south of Ramon or north of Ramon?
that would be north of Ramon.
Okay.
It's next to
Because that makes them a
the.
downtown vendor. Gotcha.
Chase
Yeah,
Bank,
okay.
yeah,
right next
door.
all right.
So we're a brokerage.
No, the reason why I asked that question so specifically is because downtown merchants are considered any business that goes down as far as Ramon. But if you're across the street on Ramon, then you're not a downtown vendor. We'd have to classify you differently. That's all. Okay.
Correct.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, basically, what we want to do is set up a booth, an informational booth. Promoting the greater Palm Springs area. Trying to represent buyers or sellers.
Mhm.
And we're not gonna sell anything. We're just gonna hand out few brochures.
Yeah.
And we want to bring back that human feel of things, like everybody goes online. Most of the information is deceiving because it's not accurate.
Mhm.
So we want to be present on informing people about the greater Palm Springs area as far as real estate.
So it's basically a realty company.
Yes, correct.
Yep.
We've been doing business in Palm Springs for more than 10 years. That's 431 South Palm Canyon Drive.
And is your intention to do this on a repeated basis or occasional or one-time shot?
Occasional.
Occasion, okay.
Yes. We want to see how, people react to it, but
Our biggest thing is that people come in from up north and we get a lot of seasonal clients ourselves. And they don't know where to reach out to people. So if we're here during the season or occasionally, there's a face-to-face interaction with someone to be able to, explain to them what Palm Springs is all about and just the surrounding areas. So it's not
Well, I would say that the one thing there is no shortage of in Palm Springs is real estate companies or realtors.
Realtors, you can't swing a
So-
cat without hitting 10 of them.
Dead cat.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with how you're gonna differentiate. If you're coming down to sign up clients to list with you or
There's
buy
good
through
information
you.
in here.
I have a problem with that personally. I don't think Villagefest is the correct venue for that, but maybe you can speak to that and.
yeah, how we're gonna make a difference is by being physically there. We lost that human touch. Everybody goes online and they don't speak to a person to person. So, obviously, those hours, all of the real estate companies are closed, so they have nobody to talk to. And since it's only once a week, people have a chance to just do it. Most of the people come here for a week. And that Thursday that come in and they'll be able to speak to a realtor in person. I think it's gonna be good for everybody.
I
So
have to say, I'm sorry, I have to say, this booklet has, have you looked at it? This
It's really
booklet
good.
Has a lot of good information.
Yeah,
For people who are, like, who pays for what and what's a home inspection? I mean, for somebody people who don't know.
and especially a first-time home buyer and the
First-time
first
home
time
buyers.
California home
Yeah,
buyer, because it's
exactly.
different for state.
the new programs now,
those are things that we don't see online when you log into Zillow.
It's true.
It's just information that you could find online. But it's just not an easy click.
Right.
We're trying to inform everybody of what's going on.
You can see what these guys look like in suits.
we're gonna be wearing type of like uniform kind of.
Yeah.
thing.
So is your intention to conduct business at Villagefest or to take the contacts and then?
No,
do
just
business? Okay,
to take the contacts,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I think they're downtown merchants. and I
Yeah.
think that's kind of a no-brainer.
yeah, okay. Do they go under downtown merchant category or they go under commercial?
Commercial merchant.
Commercial.
It is
Okay, that's what I
half
thought, yes.
price, it's just half price off the commercial rate.
Gotcha, okay, all right. Hey, look, they're getting a deal.
I don't think we can
Yeah.
say no because they're in the parameters of Village Fest.
Yep, okay, so I make a motion that we accept HomeSmart into the Villagefest.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor? Any opposed?
I'm abstaining.
You're abstaining? Chris, what was your vote?
You're on mute, Chris.
You're on mute. He's in the car. Our people work no matter where they are. What was your vote, Chris?
I'm gonna abstain from this one.
So it's a no-go.
Yeah, it's
You
no go.
have to have a quorum, you
Yeah.
have to have a majority.
Yes, yeah, have to have a majority vote, that's correct.
So are we split? Is it?
Yeah, so
yes,
basically
no?
our only option would be to have them come back when we have,
Yeah, if you'd
Additional
like to
board
come back and
members.
rejury, but at this time, we cannot approve you with. the
there has
votes
to be
that
a
are on the floor.
majority of the board who's at the meeting to vote in favor of. So right now, because there's a split, it can't move forward.
Okay, so we don't have to
Come back.
Yeah,
Is there anything different that we could do?
I mean, just, you could listen to either board member Roberts or board member Ramirez as to why they're abstaining. And if
Okay.
there's anything that possibly could sway them to vote the other way. in
I
the
would like to
future.
hear from like Chris. himself.
Yeah,
Chris. You're on
You're
mute.
good.
you're right, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can, thank you.
Yeah, so run me through the experience. So like if I were walking through Villagefest, let's just say in 2 weeks, and I stopped by your booth, like run me that experience of how that would look like.
Well, we've already voted, so that,
Yeah, we've already voted, so really, I think more of
They
the
just
question
wanna
is,
know-
Chris, I think they're just asking why it is that you would abstain rather than approve at this point.
Well, that was really my kind of like my main question was yeah, just like I'm trying to envision the experience of even just, what would this look like?
So are you saying that you don't feel like this would be like a real Village Fest experience, having them there? Is that-
Well, they asked me, why I am abstaining, so I just would like to hear from them just to kind of like run me through that.
Yeah.
You can. Mhm.
Okay.
They
Yeah,
asked the
so if
question.
you two wouldn't mind actually running me through it.
Okay, well, you'll experience the presence of realtors for any questions on regards to the Palm Springs area. And we cover the entire valley, so
Yeah.
we have many things to offer, much information to provide. And being face to face, I think we lost that kind of touch with people instead of just going online. So that would be, it's more informational than anything else.
Okay, so just more information.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
so I guess,
We'll just have to reschedule them,
Yeah.
so when we have.
You'll be in
more
touch with
board
Faith,
members.
and then if you're still interested in coming back, then you can do
you
that.
have 2 more board members, so.
Yeah, that's on here today.
Very good, thank you.
So we'll
Okay,
be-
thank
Appreciate
you.
your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know that they have that.
Thank you. Thank you. I just thought we.
Okay, Golden State Terrazzo, Omar Limon? No?
At this point,
We
should
need
we
to
keep,
remove him.
let's remove him from the,
Um,
he has not shown up
this-
for the last 4.
Yeah, if their turn is, then we don't reschedule you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Takaya King. Velvet Steamroller Assorted Candles. You guys get the staying power award at the end, by the way.
That's really nice of you to say my name correctly. Okay,
good.
good to meet you. Hi, everybody. Hi. Just give me 1 second and I will.
You meant King or you meant Takaya? No.
Takaya. You know, it's Japanese, so not everyone's supposed to pronounce it.
It's a very pretty name.
Thank you, sir. And what I'll do is while I'm setting up, this is my first time doing a presentation in front of the board, so I didn't know really what to expect. So I just brought a couple of press release and some information for you.
We would
That's what I
like to
would
see
do at a
some of your
work
material.
presentation.
One for each
Yes,
of us?
one for each. of you.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, I read this before.
So my name is Takaya King. And I am very much new to Palm Springs area. I moved to Palm Desert after vending at the College of the Desert since around, I think it was Thanksgiving. So in a very hard time of the year, and I decided to just really invest in this line and this business. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here today.
Okay.
So I just wanted to kind of give you a backstory. I am an entertainment news producer. I've been doing TV for 25 years, which has brought me around the country. I started in Los Angeles working for Ken Ehrlich. He's the executive producer of the Grammys. And then I worked my way up, working hard, being loyal, and just being a very good, worker for 25 years. And I decided after working in Today Show, Fox, all kind of different news organizations as an entertainment news and community special projects producer. So I do want to clarify that. Part of my job led me to Las Vegas. So that's where I was for the last 5 years. And then I moved back to Los Angeles last year to Beverly Hills. So I really was taken aback about as far as how much experience that you all have and some of what we're doing as artisans, because for 5 years, I covered all of the trade shows in Las Vegas, entertainment shows, all kinds of things. And now I'm able to fully fund and live my dream. So I invested in a wellness line. And that's why I kind of give you more of my backstory so you can understand where I'm coming from.
Sure.
Is that from an entertainment journalist and community journalist perspective, I just really saw that there was a need for a viable product. I really found that people just, throughout the pandemic, there wasn't enough soul care or just something to make individuals' spirits lift up, for them to feel well. And I started in my kitchen with a cupcake, candle, and clip line, just to inspire my friends, inspire other people that I worked with and knew. And that's how this line basically took off. So I know I'm a little bit different when it comes to being up here, like I'm not in interior design, but I definitely am in the hospitality and in the news gathering business. And that has translated very well into these products that you're going to see today. Now, I do have 2 offerings right now. I have 8 fragrances. And how this candle line came about is while I was covering a lot of the trade shows, markets, everything that Las Vegas has, and Las Vegas has a lot of events, I met a lot of vendors, a lot of small business owners, a lot of individuals with ideas that I saw them, basically bringing to fruition. So now I thought, you know what, it's my turn. After 25 years working on behalf of networks and other individuals, I want to do something that I feel that's very important. And part of that is my mantra candles. Now, one of them is called Black Flower Cactus. The other is called the Velvet Steamroller, named after my brand. And the names they come from my background in being in TV, is that these candles were really produced at first to just market different shows I was producing, like a marketing or promotional product. And when I'm working at these conventions and I'm basically there to shine the light on other individuals, people started gravitating towards the product, toward the item. So I saw that, hey, this isn't just a promotional item, this is a real retail product. So for about 2 years, I've done solely all sales online on my website and through my consortium, just my network. And then I started to do more promotion of it, like doing press releases, using the tool set that I had, and Hallmarks, Target, Nordstrom's, different buyers started to be really interested in them.
Are you selling in those stores?
Well, unfortunately, I got ran over, and that's one thing that I wanted to point out. I was ran over by a rideshare driver.
Oh.
So
Literally.
yes. and
Okay,
had-
okay,
yes.
but we shouldn't discuss that because that's not
Yes.
something that we can consider in this process. So I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you to
So I
table
was
that story.
ran
if you wouldn't
over,
mind.
and so
I
that.
just asked you to
put a
table the
hold
story,
on-
okay.
That's what I was getting to. That
Okay.
kind of put a hold on my ability to do some of the.
So are you
pop-ups.
selling in any retails? Because I don't mean to cut you short, but these poor people are waiting and you've
Yes, they're
gone
waiting
over
like
your
I
3 minutes.
did. Yes.
So if you could just tell us, first of all, are you selling in any retail outlets right now?
I've been selling at College of the Desert right now,
Mhm.
and I'm just starting wholesaling. So
Okay.
I'm thinking of doing the markets this summer.
Mhm.
And I'm definitely interested in doing the Village Fest because when I am at College of the Desert since November, not only do the consumers really tend to gravitate towards the product,
Mhm.
the other vendors do. And that was something I was very surprised about. Me having this product line
Mhm.
solely online, not in retail just yet, because when those retailers were wanting me to do the pop-ups and I signed contracts with Hallmark, I got run over and I wasn't able to fulfill those, duties. And
I'm sorry to cut you short a
Yes.
little bit. I'm concerned, is your product solely candles?
Yes, for
And is
at
it
the
two-
Village Fest, it's candles.
Two different scents of a candle. That's what you're offering.
I have 8 fragrances,
8
but right now
fragrances.
only 2 of them have launched because the fragrance combinations.
Okay, so you have 2 fragrances. Is that what you're gonna be selling, those 2?
Yes, ma'am.
There's another candle. There are many candle companies in our Village Fest. And one of them uses mason jars just like that. And they're very popular, but I'm concerned about the fact that you only have 2 scents.
Well,
And
Can I see a totally finished product, by the way? What the product would actually look like?
she just kind
Oh,
of.
I did see, I have
No,
attended
that's
the
just an
Village
open.
Fest.
I want to see
and-
the entire thing.
Yes, I have attended
I
the
want to see the
Village
packaging.
Fest. I also have them in tins as well.
Okay.
I have attended the Village Fest and I do know who you're speaking about and she has wonderful
No, they're
smelling.
That's not who you
two
know.
guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no.
There was one woman who I saw who had been there for like 30 years
Yeah,
during the
these
Village
are-
Fest.
We have a lot of candles.
Yes, I saw at least 4 or 5, but the thing that make these different are that these are mantra candles. So they basically come in a burlap sack. And that's what you see here. If you don't believe you won't receive, just write your mantra on top and burn.
Just a scratch.
When people get the candles and what people really like about the candles is not only the smell, is that this is an experience for spreading wellness and positivity and basically following your dreams. That's what this means. And so people write their mantra on top before burning the candle. It's not just like going and buying a candle. The other people that presented are actually associates of mine, and I helped them the first time they did the COD street fair, giving them knowledge about, what people tend to buy. And I really liked their experience with the sound bath. Same as mine. Mine is just not candles. You have to write your mantra on top and then burn them.
So it's more like, it sounds like a nice gift that you can give to someone who is sick or just anything that
And-
it comes it's a candle and it comes in a burlap bag, and that's pretty much what your booth is gonna represent.
Well,
Can I
and
ask you what these
Well,
other
not
items are,
all of them.
ma'am? Can we ask questions, please?
Sure.
Can I ask what these other large jars are and what is the wellness box, please?
yes, this is also the larger size of the candles.
So
I
it's
wanted to
candle that
bring
you're
all
selling. Okay.
sizes. So these are the different
Oh, wow, okay.
sizes.
Wow.
These ones are 2 for 25. And the ones that I passed around are the ones that go like fast because people really like the fact that they can share them. Daughter got it for her and her father, another couple got it. And they really like the fact that they can write their mantra on top and then burn it.
Okay,
Now, the one part,
We're gonna have to move this
move you
along because you're,
Just the
you're
last
you're
part
doing the
that's
hard
very
sell. I get that,
important.
but we really need to know about the product,
Let
right?
me ask some questions.
Yeah.
So that giant candle at the end,
Mhm.
is that something you think people are gonna buy and walk around Village Fest carrying?
Oh, no, these ones these are the large ones. So most of these are custom ordered for the large ones, but I will have them there and have a way to
So
ship
that
it
looks
to
like it
them.
must
So you
weigh
have them
10.
on display, okay.
Yeah, these are just for on display,
Okay.
the bigger ones, but
Okay.
mostly people will come
Okay,
for this size and the one in the 10.
okay.
And then the last page, that's the part I wanted to make sure I didn't leave out, is the experiential fact of
Mhm.
my booth, is the word art. Now, when you write your mantra on top, most people don't know, some people like mantras, some people don't really know how to do them. I just write my business on them or different things. But I found that half of my customers were really having a hard time coming up with their own mantras. So with the word art, that is actually on a sign, and I did send a picture of my booth to Faith. So I don't know if you saw them, the one that I had set up at College of the Desert. So it's on like a little plaque like this, the word art. So on another board, it says the first 3 words you see will be your mantra for 2023. So people love buying the candles and having the challenge of finding the word.
So Kai, I need to ask you a question.
What is that noise?
In looking at the ingredients, one of your candles contains cannabis, is that correct?
No, sir. And that's something that Faith and I had discussed, and I had made sure that she was very knowledgeable. They do not have any cannabis in it.
It's
What it
CBD.
is, this is the black
Stevia.
flower cactus.
Yeah.
And this is, here you go. And they're premium fragrance oils. Those oils are $30 to $70 each.
What is that noise?
The second
I don't know.
one
We're trying to figure out.
is the cannabis one. You
Yeah.
can turn it around
I see it.
on the on the back. And that one I buy actually from a vendor who sells on Amazon for the last year. And it is a steam distillation process, and it is from hemp. And it is not from cannabis. It is just a cannabis sativa is the type of fragrance. So it doesn't have any THC in it. It doesn't have CBD in it, and it does not have cannabis in it. And that's why I'm glad you can smell them today. So you can understand that it's really an earthy, aromatic sense to induce a peaceful environment and create a meditative state. And a
Is
lot of,
that list, is cannabis listed on, or stevia listed in the ingredients?
no, I'm actually having the labels redone. Our friends up here earlier is actually doing my new labels. And so for now, I'm using my temporary labels here. So there's no ingredients on that says cannabis or anything like that. There's nothing on my signs that say cannabis. I also brought
Just
the new
sativa.
display.
It actually says sativa.
Yeah.
Sativa.
That's on the
And it actually says it
essential
on
oil.
On the drawer, yes.
Not on, that's on the tin,
That's the
but not
oil.
on my new ones. I just brought you the tin so you see what I was doing at the College of the Desert. Here's my new tables. So you can see the display. And none of my display has anything that says cannabis. I understand you have a family-friendly event, so I definitely wanted to make sure that I worked and took some of the notes Faith gave me about making sure nothing says cannabis on the labels and making sure that it will be promoting to a family-friendly event. Even though there are a lot of bars and dispensaries behind the street fair, I want to make sure I'm in line with what the city
That's
of Palm
irrelevant, though,
Springs.
if I could be honest, that is irrelevant.
Those are merchants.
Yeah,
Oh, are those open during the street
Yes.
fair?
Most
Okay.
of them are.
Okay,
those are licensed businesses.
so those aren't the
They're
same
licensed-
actual crowd that
They're
comes to your
licensed,
street fair?
I don't know who goes in there, they're licensed businesses and it's irrelevant to this.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And this is just a wellness kit. I am going to be extending the line. This is actually a dessert candle and clip line. So what people get in this,
What do you
in
mean by
this
clip?
bag,
I'm not following that. Say it again, dessert
the
candle
whole
and clip?
line is a dessert candle and clip line, but I'm only right now promoting the candles right now. The desserts are only made for private events.
And what is the clip?
The clips are being made and they're gonna have the scroll of the word
What
art.
is a clip?
What is it?
They look like this. So the word art puzzle that you have, I don't have one, will come in a scroll, a small one, and it goes on this little clip like that in the
Your
bag,
clip. Okay,
like that.
oh, I see, okay.
So you unscroll it. That last one, yeah, I'm having it printed up. I don't have it in time for the meeting, but
Mhm.
we're having my own printed up with all my own, artwork. So I have been once and I really enjoyed the Villagefest. I like the experience. I am just new to Palm Springs, living here over just only a month. And it really reminded me of being in Miami Beach on Ocean Drive. I like that it was a lot of families out, that you could eat and dine. It was definitely a
It's a
difference between the College
Right,
of the
we
Desert.
have to move on. So what I'm gonna recommend, my position is that
Chris?
we have you.
Chris has a question first. Sorry,
Oh, I'm
Chris,
sorry.
go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My only question was going to be regarding the label. I know you mentioned you were going to have new labels because the word sativa was on there. So perhaps would we recommend maybe tabling this until we see a new label and then having this discussion again, or?
Here's the labels.
Okay.
These are the new
No, but
labels.
my point exactly, Chris.
Yeah, you just
I-
write the mantra on top. They don't have the ingredients on them and they have the warnings on the bottom. So this is how the candles come now. In the bag here, they'll have the clip with the scroll of the word puzzle, because some people forget their words. So now I don't do the display. I just now put the word puzzle in the bag with the little clip. So it makes it really kind of fun and people think it's very unique. So when you buy it.
Right.
after-
But I think
after
we're talking
we-
about
just comes with
the
it.
individual care label with the ingredients.
No, it
Was
doesn't
my
have
only
the, yeah, I removed the ingredient label.
I'm sorry, I can't see from here, but so are we talking about that we were questioning whether there was cannabis actually in the candle, and now though it is being sold with a roach clip? Is that
Exactly.
the
That's
theme
another
here
thing
that's
that I was
happening?
concerned about.
It's an alligator clip that's going to have a scroll word art on it. It doesn't have to have the alligator clip, but somehow I want to put the scroll word art puzzle in the bag so people can have it. And it was a really nice, it was a complimentary gift. So it hasn't had any issues at the College of the Desert. No one comes there like asking, is it going to make them high or
Well, we
anything
have
like
different
that?
standards in College of the
Yeah.
Desert.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make a motion that we table this and ask this vendor to come back with her product completely intact so we can see exactly what it is gonna be.
This
I-
is it.
I understand that you had some temporary labels put
Can you
on.
pass that, please? Go ahead.
No,
Keep
I'm
on
just
talking.
saying, I understand that you had some temporary labels put on, but you still have product that's has ingredients, stevia in it, and I'd like to have you come back when none of your products.
You mean sativa?
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
sativa.
Stevia is a sweetener. It had stevia, that'd be very sweet.
And here's the other candle, the velvet steamroller candle has these oils in it, and
Yeah,
there's no
so that's my
sativa in
motion. I'm
this,
gonna make a motion.
in this.
I made a motion.
There's two different.
It's not gonna stop.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor. Do I get a
I
second?
will second her. The motion.
Okay, so just to be clear, Chris, the motion is to table this vendor and have her come back to rejury when she has the whole thing completed, because I don't know how you sell a candle, honestly, that says nothing on it.
Yeah.
It says
there
nothing.
needs to be-
It has,
There's not, it doesn't even say what the scent is, you know what I mean? Like, I don't,
yeah, it's on the front. See the label, the hang tag, black
Mhm.
flower cactus on the front part. The front of the, no, you turn it, yeah.
want to shut up the bell road, just write your mantra and burn.
Black flower cactus, the other candle has the velvet steamroller at
But
the
it doesn't
bottom.
have the ingredients, what's in it.
It doesn't even like describe it. I have to be honest, this does look very rudimentary.
Well,
at
we've
this
already had a
point.
motion on the
Yeah,
floor.
oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't
Yeah.
be talking.
Mhm.
First and a second.
Yeah, okay, so all in favor of tabling the vendor to come back at another time? Aye, and what would a no vote be then? To not table it or to reject the vendor?
Or if you just want if you want something different, if you wanted to approve, if you wanted to just
Yeah,
completely
I
deny, then
honestly
you
think,
can,
yeah.
you can do a no.
Well, my motion was to table and have the vendor rejuried.
Yes. And that's the motion on the floor, so we need to vote on that.
Right.
But rejuried with exactly the same thing, or are we talking about with an improved product?
You gotta ask the person who made the motion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
at,
what I'm asking.
yes, rejuried with an improved product, with the product line, the ingredients, and the absence of sativa.
Mhm.
So you would be okay with the product as long as it did not say sativa on the ingredient list?
What, no, did not include it, doesn't
Exactly.
say it.
Doesn't
Doesn't
include-
have
Doesn't
it in the
include-
label.
Yes.
Yeah,
The product
Right.
that is not.
we're not having CBD
Okay, and
either.
what
just
about
so you
the
know.
velvet steamroller candle though? That doesn't have sativa in it.
Then that's fine. It's the sativa candle.
But again, it needs to be
that we're
labeled
talking
better. Say, honestly.
Okay,
Okay.
So did we get a vote?
and that's for both candles or? I'm just trying to have clarity.
All right, you know
Can I
what?
still
We have
sell
a
the
motion on
velvet
the-
steamroller?
We have a
candle?
motion on the floor. Let's take a vote and then we'll answer your question.
Staff can help you clarify that
Okay.
information.
Okay, so take a vote. All in favor?
I,
Aye.
Aye.
so we're asking you to come back with the
Actually,
new
change
product
my-
ingredients with
I'm
sativa,
abstaining.
not one of the ingredients.
Okay,
Okay.
and for the velvet steamroller
The
candle?
velvet steamroller candle, if it doesn't have sativa in it,
Mhm.
you can bring.
Or
that
any
back
cannabis
as-
product,
Right,
period.
you
not
can
just
bring
sativa.
that back as is. I think there's some merit to
Some-
your, I can see people liking the canvas bag and the candle.
Yeah, I
and
like
the
that idea.
mantra and that kind of thing. It's just that we have not, we're not allowing any CBD, stevia, THC, any
Cannabis
products.
products.
Any cannabis
CBD
products at all.
Products. hemp
Did I say it
products.
wrong again?
Yeah,
It's
okay.
sativa.
Okay.
And it's a really great package. I just want to say it looks really great. It looks fun. You know, enjoying the whole concept of the mantra.
Yeah,
But I think
that
just
like.
to see a full completed package with also you know, Sam's word
Yeah.
sativa in it, I think would be best. So to answer your
Okay,
question,
so
but thank
wait
you
for
so much.
both of them.
And
The
the-
velvet steamroller candle
And
is what I'm
let the
still
product
asking.
sell itself, if you will. So in other words, the way it's packaged, the way what it's labeled, what it says on it, rather than it just being a jar with
Mm-hmm.
a candle in it that says nothing on it except for the burn warning on the bottom. And it just doesn't say product at all at this
So
point.
the
I think it
steamroller
needs more
product
work.
is ready to go, but you can't have just part of your product. We need to have the whole product, both products.
Well, the
approved at the same-
steamroller candle, I don't mind to just do at the.
We're not gonna approve you for just one candle.
Okay,
You need
both
to have-
scents.
You need to
Okay.
have, come back.
Well, you mentioned that you had 8 cents, you know, we keep on going back to 2 cents. You said you have 8 different scents that you
Yes,
do.
and
So
let
you
me
came with a
No, that's not- no more
if I can
explanation.
finish, please. And you came with a partial product line and the labeling is insufficient. So I would say there's a number of things. Insufficient labeling, which I think you need to address.
Mhm.
Another thing is that you have a partial product line here. We have to see your whole product line.
Well, the
you
other
can't-
6
I'm
cents
still
aren't
speaking.
out.
And you cannot add to the product line on your own. At the table, you'd have to come back possibly and rejury, but we won't want to rejury you just for different scents of a candle. That just doesn't make sense. So if you can get the product line together, if you can improve a little bit on the labeling as well, and then bring it back to us and we'll rejury you, which I think is a whole lot better than being rejected, honestly.
Well, one
But-
thing I want to just clarify,
Yes,
not
sure.
to be rude, is that these scents come out when the digital series comes out. So that's why not all 8 of them are out. These candles were made to promote digital series that I produce, TV stuff that I produce.
I know, but you're not showing the TV series here.
Exactly, that, I'm just trying to explain to you why the other 6 scents are not out,
I
because
understand,
they're
okay.
coming out still when the shows come out. So they're coming out later in this year. So for right now.
So
it'll
you're
only
not
be
ready to
2
even
cents.
market those, period.
Not for the other 6 cents, because they come out in line with TV shows that they're named after. The Velvet Steamroller is a TV show.
Okay,
Black Flower Cactus is a TV show
okay.
that is based on a certain industry. The Velvet Steamroller was a TV show, and that's why I shared my story about being a TV producer, because these were items that were made to market TV shows I was producing, but they became a viable product
Right.
and a viable
Okay.
retail product,
Okay,
and that's why I invested in them.
okay, so
Thank
we'll,
you.
But I do appreciate all your feedback, especially yours, all 3 of yours, because I take it constructively.
Good.
And I have had amazing labels before, and the actual.
again, I think to kind of mirror what Chris said, and I said it earlier
Yeah.
too. I think the packaging is very sweet, and I think you might do well. It's just that, just improve the things that we've talked about today and come
Yes.
back,
Okay,
okay?
will do. Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Okay, next one is, are you guys Good Mama's Health? And you're T-Mobile? He's up next. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
It's good for entertainment.
5 more minutes. What can
Are you Elijah Corona?
No, so,
You don't look like an Elijah. It's okay.
it's Alicia.
Alicia, yeah.
Our,
The representative.
Oh, okay.
Our OE specialist, our outreach and event specialist,
Okay.
she books, our events for us. No, you're good.
Take your time, take your time.
My name is Cameron. I'm the manager for our mobile distribution team. What is mobile distribution? You're probably thinking mobile distribution is one of the pillars for T-Mobile. So there's retail, signature stores, experience stores. Mobile distribution is basically something that we fought hard to bring to the valley here.
And what does it mean?
So mobile distribution, if you look at the photos down there, we have a Sprinter van. We also have U-Haul vans. We also have like big rigs that set up at fairs, events, everything in between. Little pop-ups. We do like Boys and Girls Clubs, YMCA's. So we do a lot of community events, disaster relief.
And you're selling phones on these?
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
so,
Okay, now I get it.
So we also do, with any business, you have to have growth and revenue. So that's sort of what our part is. When we do events and book at places like this. So we have a Sprinter van here for the Coachella Valley. It's 20 by 7 feet, or 27 by 7 if it's fully open. So we have the back of the van, it slides out and there's a display, there's cell phones, Samsung's, Apples, tablets, things like that. With our event space, what we're looking for is something either 30 by 20 or 20 by 20. If you could see in the picture on the bottom left, that's at the College of the Desert. So that's where the van is closed. We just put display tables there. And then we also have a picture here at the Cabazon outlets where we have the van opened. So we bring an experience to the events that we do. So we have display tables, we have a spin wheel, we give out swag. We have games, we have music, we bring the energy. So that's sort of what we do as mobile distribution. So yeah, setup, why T-Mobile? So what we do is we offer wireless solutions for the community. So home internet, phones, tablets, business solutions if you're a small business owner, as well as exclusive discounts for signing up through our team. What we're looking to do here in the Valley is create a brand of trust by being customer focused and doing things the right way. So there's no wait when you work with us. It would be a team of me, my associate manager, 3 reps, and also local support from the surrounding stores. We create a unique atmosphere with our band setup. It's very interactive, Jenga, Connect 4, cornhole if the space allows for it, and just our energy and then our swag giveaway. So that's sort of what we're looking to do.
So
Alicia,
you're not contracting services or selling phones then from it?
Yeah, they are.
Yes, they are.
Yes,
They are.
they are.
So I'm gonna give my 2 cents right now. I'm against this kind of vendor at Villagefest.
Well, also, it's a commercial vendor and you couldn't be selling anything there, so we don't, this is not a retail
Yeah,
outlet.
we
that's
don't
the
want
thing.
this to turn into College
I
of the
think they do
Desert
know that they are
or.
not allowed to sell anything.
But he just said there.
They were gonna
I
sell
think that
phones.
they were, I did tell.
They
her
would
that-
be selling them,
said they
and
would
he
be
said
selling-
they would be signing up people
I
for
did
home
explain to
service.
her, she said that you guys didn't need to sell it, you would do like the wrap.
Well, whatever, my particular opinion is that this is this is the opposite of what I want to see.
It
on
doesn't,
Villagefest.
it doesn't fit the spirit of.
This is an arts and crafts fair. It's not a commercial vendor. We're gonna have roofing people and, telephone companies, and that's not the spirit of Villagefest.
so Alicia did connect with me. She said we're not able to physically sell product.
Right.
So then my
No,
ask to
still no.
her was, are we able to just like place orders where there's not an exchange of products?
Cameron, I think T-Mobile is a large corporation.
It
You
is.
have a channel to market that far exceeds 99.9% of the vendors that are at Village
I'd
Fest,
say 100%.
which are local artisans.
Yeah.
You have a fine product, you're a great company.
Yeah,
I just don't think it fits in the spirit of Village Fest. And where we want to promote local talent and showcase what's here in the Coachella Valley. You all have TV commercials and print ads and all of that stuff. I don't think you need Village Fest to promote your products. So my position is, I agree with my colleagues. I don't think T-Mobile, despite the fact that you're a great company, belongs at Village Fest.
Okay, I definitely see your point. Their second ask, because I'm sort of just the middleman, I run the team here.
And we're shooting the messenger, sorry.
And Elise is the one. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Chris, you had a question real quick?
No, Greg, that was going to be my point as well. I think in the spirit of Village Fest, I just wanted to say that I was in alignment with your conversation of that this is an arts and crafts fair. And yeah, I think a lot of the vendors and kind of, the products that will be there is something that we are going more into that direction versus just, because again, we're going to have so many different types of services and things like that.
Just to be clear though, is this a T-Mobile store that's on Palm Canyon now, and then you're gonna have the mobile presence as well?
No, they're bringing a van.
They're bringing it.
No, I know that, but I'm asking, are they a downtown merchant? Do they have a store on? Okay, all right, I just wanna make sure that, okay.
Even if they were, I would vote
No, I
against
know
it.
that, I know.
So yeah, and then the third ask was the second being, are we able to like sort of direct the fill orders where we're not actually exchanging products? Are we able just to like set appointments? And it sounds like the consensus is no, but that was something they wanted me to bring to the table here as well. So
Okay, but thank you.
That belongs in a mall.
Should we just vote so we can?
Yeah, I put a motion on the floor.
Yeah, I make a motion that we reject this vendor.
I second. All in favor?
I.
all right, thank you.
Good
guys
job.
for your time. Yeah,
Good job.
Thank you.
You're wonderful, and we love T-Mobile, but it just.
You did a great
it doesn't
job.
work.
Well,
It doesn't
so on
fit.
that note, we'll be at College of the Desert. We'll be at Stage. So if you see us, stop by, say hi.
I'll come there to get my new phone. Okay, thanks a lot.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
We had to wait so long.
No.
Okay, last.
Last but not least, good mamas.
And how's everybody doing today?
Good.
Good.
Good, thank you.
Introduce myself. My name is Tracy Walker, and this is my wife, Sean Walker. We are Good Mama's Health.
I.
We started, well, actually, back in 2004, when my mother passed. She was always on chemical medications, and I just knew about like 3 years after that, I had to find a way to find new stuff, products for people that are hurting and pain, and they're taking multiple medications to ease their pain. So she would have a drawer full of Tylenol, Excedrin, Anacin, Aleve, and everything. And then, but still call her doctor to order more stuff, but the doctor don't know what she's got at home. And all the chemical-based stuff is what I really wanted to get away from. So we studied on finding health and beauty products that could actually help a person naturally get rid of their pain or get rid of their aches, or at least relieve them without going the chemical route. Because I mean, your liver and your kidneys is the first thing that always fails.
Yep.
I mean, even if you're going to the doctor, no matter what, they know that giving you ibuprofen as your pain reliever 5-10 years down the line, your liver or kidney will fail. So, but you don't have, as a person, individual, have any recourse over that. So we started out in 2008, going to the mines and getting our own bentonite clay. So our bentonite clay turned into a lot of things that can remove candida, H. pylori, diverticulitis, and other acne, eczema, psoriasis issue problems. So what I did was, I will pass around some stuff here.
That'd be great.
I created out of our bentonites several different products. The calcium-based ones are internal, the sodium-based ones are external. This one here is our total body vitamins, which is a good internal clay.
What do you mean by internal?
Internal, just take a teaspoon, put in your water bottle, shake and drink.
Okay, so it's
Just it.
ingestible. Okay.
These here can be.
And the external, the topical, right? that
Yes.
You rub on, okay.
Exactly, you want to put in your bath water or soak your feet in, or put it on topical, say
Okay.
even for your pet. Say if you had a pet that got into a fight with another
Yeah.
dog and they cut themselves or wounded themselves, you can put a paste on it and bath them, and it'll draw out the toxins, the chemicals, anything viral, bacterial, or fungal out of the body.
Now,
So-
now, is there a reason why you don't make the paste and actually package the paste into the regular?
Because then you lose the life of it. I
Okay,
let the person
Okay.
add it.
I see.
Once the clay becomes active, once you add water.
Okay.
So the shelf life lasts so much longer. So
Okay,
it's,
gotcha,
it's like
gotcha, makes
forever. So until the person feel like they're ready, the client, customer, feel like they're ready to add the water, then they can use just a teaspoon, say for doing a face mask. You may just want to do a face mask and all that'll take is a half of a teaspoon. So that'll go a long way. You can have a jar and keep it for a year. So a person that's wanna make their pores tighter, they want to soak their feet every night they come home from work and put in the hot water and put just a tablespoon in the water and watch their favorite TV show while soaking and getting rid of the fungus between their toes, they can do that. Okay, if you got kids with bad small feet. So we did that. So other than that, I do have a liquid brand. So I have a liquid mineral detox. So that is the one that I blend personally and make for people that don't like maybe a gritty play aftertaste.
So for the ones that are for external use only,
Yes.
it does say external use, but it does not say do not ingest. I would recommend you put that on the label.
Understood.
Do not ingest, because
Okay.
you can get yourself in trouble that way.
You got it. You got it.
Kind of like verbally tell them
We-
that.
yeah,
but-
we-
But
I know.
I understand it
Yeah,
needs to be.
then they bring this
on
home, they forget.
You get-
Yeah.
Is there people in the house? Who knows, right?
I'm also a little concerned about some of the health claims. On some of your jars, it says good for heart, good for
Diabetes.
diabetes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What background do you have to be able to make those claims?
I've done tons of research over the years. So I've done from 2008 till actually 2006 to 2012. Done research on bentonite and what it can do. And so the products that's the ingredients that's included there is the turmeric, is burdock root, which does that. Turmeric is Iris moss. So the turmeric is what thins your blood and helps cleanse keeps your heart, the blood flowing cleanly. The burdock root also does a thinning of the blood, which actually cleanses your body. The Iris moss is good for inflammation. So that junk together with removing anything viral, bacterial, or fungal will help you keep your blood, your heart, your body pumping
It's
regularly.
good for diabetes, it's
And
good for
cleaning out
everything. that
your
we subject.
intestinal system.
With all due respect, unless you've gone through clinical testing and gotten approval by the
can't make those
FDA to
claims.
make those claims,
Right,
you cannot make those claims.
okay.
Now, in the mineral supplement market space, you might be able to say some of the things you're saying, that it improves wellness.
Right.
Bentonite clay is great for a skin mask. As far as ingesting it internally, I don't know, but I'll leave that up to you. But I think you're making some claims that, if you were challenged on them legally, you couldn't defend them because you don't have the science behind it.
Well, in
Well,
faith,
I
Faith, Jasmine, what? I'm having a hard
I
time with
know.
my
I get
English
It's
tonight.
okay, it's okay.
What responsibility or liability would Villagefest have if someone ingested some of these products and got sick?
We wouldn't. I
Okay.
do think that you should stick with your current method of, this is something that we don't necessarily want spoken or said at Villagefest, and that goes
Yes.
for vendors that you've juried previously.
Yes,
You've been pretty strict about any sort of medical claims.
Yeah.
And I think that, city attorney always tells me that someone's gonna go for the deep pocket, which is always gonna be the city. Then at least in that aspect, we've done our due diligence on our
Yes.
end to say, well, all the insurance is in place and we are covered. We have done our due diligence as a board to say this is something that we do not endorse. We do not endorse any sort of health and wellness claims on these types of products. I am a little nervous about ingestion of a product, and I need to
Right.
contact the health department because while we've had a lot of bath and body products throughout the street, I've never had a bath and body product that you also ingest.
Right.
So I don't know where that falls with the health department, but I can follow up on that particular item of ingestion.
Okay.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
mineral detox.
It's a mineral,
So it's made for ingestion.
yeah,
So it's a mineral detox.
yeah, definitely research bentonite, because it
Yeah,
is.
that's what
No, I think what
That's
she's
totally
what
what
she's
it is.
alluding
Yeah.
to is that if
But other
you
than
were a vendor selling edible products, right? You would have to go through a board of health.
Health,
You would have to have a certificate for that. And if you're selling something ingestible, we may need to go that route or some other route in order for you to be able to market that product there.
As an ingestible
As an
product. Some
ingestible.
of these seem as if they're kind of dual, and that would be okay, but you do need to have the
Yeah.
same language that you tell all your vendors is that please do not ingest or something along
Yeah.
those lines on all
The
of
label.
these. Yes.
I'm
That
also
can be
not
done.
sure
That
about
can be done.
having things in there like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart health, on those more wellness, if you will. Wellness, detox, herbal, right, type of thing.
Overall health.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but in the past, this board has been very diligent
Yes.
about, we do not say this, so. Lower your diabetes or raise blah, blah, blah. You've been very strict about having that type of language out
Yes.
on the street.
I agree.
So is
Thank
that
you.
possible for you to relabel your products to take out that they're ingestible,
Just
anything
not
that's
sell it.
involved ingestible, and any health claims like good for diabetes or heart, and make it more generic, like it's a wellness or a detox or, you know, a supplement of some kind? Is that
And
possible?
take,
Tracy, I think you're onto something here.
So
I
we
think-
could do these, which are external, these are not internal, so.
It should
you
say, I
would
think
just
if you
put
break something,
that on
yeah.
the label of these.
Or
Yeah.
back away from the health part of it and
Right.
focus on the beauty part of it.
Right.
Got it.
Beauty and
I think-
wellness.
Got it.
Yeah, that would be the area where you could focus. But
Yeah.
to tell people that they cure medical conditions in H. pylori, which is a bacteria in the
Can
stomach.
help,
Well.
may help.
Well,
May help,
that's
may
even
help.
a,
That's the language you're supposed to use when you're
is
using
that what you,
any supplement.
Yeah,
Yes,
we say
use the
may,
help.
we don't
May
say
help.
it will,
Yeah, we
we
don't
say
give
it may.
guarantee nothing on that because we
Yeah.
know in the supplement field.
In your own best interest, you
Yeah.
wouldn't say that at all.
No.
Yeah.
Believe me.
We would,
But we
You know.
ran down the supplement field aspects about.
Yeah. we have our own
wording.
insurance and everything for all our
Products.
products anyway, so.
So
Well,
the other,
Can we see the other products?
Yes.
All those
the
couple
other,
products?
I'm gonna go through the internal stuff so you can take a look at it now.
All right.
But they're internal, so this way. we can
Yeah,
get
then
it
we
up.
can just, yeah.
So we also do
That
turmeric,
work.
turmeric and aloe vera.
okay, anything that's internal is gonna be excluded.
Okay.
So we might as well.
Okay, hold on. Okay, this to be
Black
excluded.
seed oil,
Anything
It's,
that's,
it's,
the black
this-
seed oil is external,
It's
the
external.
moringa and
It's
black seed
external.
oil is external.
okay,
right, because people with acne or psoriasis that has
Yeah,
breakouts
okay.
all the time. they need
Yeah,
Something
so-
to put on it's
So
natural.
give me
So
those.
that's what you do.
Give me that.
he's organized.
No, it's cool, it's good, it's okay.
Well, and I'm happy just to inquire with the health department if
Yeah.
there's a process for these types of products.
Yeah.
Just so we are also knowledgeable of.
Yeah.
if that's-
Yeah, that would be great.
So here's an example. This is a total body, this is an external product, right?
Yes,
But it
It's-
says,
It's both.
antioxidants, anti-inflammatory agents, superfood, helps constipation, cholesterol, normalizes blood sugar, digestion, upper respiratory, bronchial constrictions, skin, vitamin, that's all. The skin and vitamin and wrinkles, that's okay, but you cannot say that it normalizes blood sugar. That's dangerous
Or that
to
it cures
say.
constipation.
Or that
Because it's
it
not-
lowers your cholesterol.
It's not a Food and Drug
And if it's
Administration
not-
product.
If
Sorry,
it's
go.
not something that you drink, how does it lower your cholesterol? Is it absorbed through the skin?
it's moringa. And that's.
Moringa,
Moringa,
that's-
internal
that's
and
a-
external.
that's-
It's both, it's internal
Okay,
and
this
external.
This would
So
have to
you
be
don't-
relabeled.
Yes,
The
Okay.
black seed oil talks about cancer.
Oh,
yeah,
And
you can't, we can't do
you
that.
can't do
Okay, no
that.
problem.
Okay, all right, so we'll leave
Yeah.
those out.
We have so many different products.
No, it's okay.
These ain't gonna make a difference.
I was just gonna say, you have such a wide product
We-
line,
yes.
you're gonna be fine using just your topical lotions and things, I think. That's.
Oh,
Like,
Anyway, so we're fine with it.
Pain relief, we do pain relief as well. Topical.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to
All right.
get rid of that, and we can actually.
you show us topical and health and beauty, or your
Yeah.
beauty.
This is topical pain relief. We use everything from arnica oil, eucalyptus, and menthol.
But it could be soothing. I mean, you know, you
Yeah,
can
it could be.
Yeah,
have menthol products that
yes.
are, you know, help with the.
right, and those is just roll-ons, and then we
And
have.
then we have it in a cream.
Okay.
And I'll bring this over to you.
Oh, no, no, it's okay. They make decisions. I don't.
Okay.
She's just here to keep us honest.
And it's a cream, that's all. And those are just different sizes and milligrams. So
Yeah,
it's like
this is
small.
just- Yeah, this is fine. This is.
Yeah.
Either fine.
Yeah. those are-
Yeah. No, that's fine.
those are-
So,
no.
yeah, there's just different strengths from small to large.
And it does say external use only. which
Yes,
is great.
yes.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
That's the one,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Right.
these are fine.
Yeah, you won't smell like being gay.
And arnica is a.
Arnica is the pain relief.
Yeah,
right. So we make it in a oil and a salve also.
Well, hemp oil is not, yeah,
Yeah, we make it in a salve.
Sure.
I know, but should I?
yeah.
We make it in a salve. Here you go.
Martinis.
There you go.
So you have, you have
Yeah,
roll
these.
lotion and you have salve,
Salve,
and they're all
right.
the same price.
That's for pain.
Perfect.
Then we have just regular lotion,
Those are shea butter.
shea butter lotion,
Moisturizers
Okay.
and a sunscreen.
and a
That's just our
sunscreen,
lotion. is-
Why is the color variegated here inside of the?
because
bottle?
that's how we make it.
It's,
So I have to shake it up.
yeah.
Shake it.
Yeah,
So it's a combination of the lotion. and the ingredients.
I don't have any problem with this.
No, me either. These are good.
Right.
Yep.
What's this one?
Sunscreen.
Yes.
Yeah, here. Can I open this?
Yes, you can. Twist the top off.
Yeah, twist the top, smell.
So the sunscreen doesn't have any ingredient, oh, yes, it is. Well, it says active ingredients.
Is our lotion and zinc.
I think these two are great.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. That's what a lot of people be looking for
It's
this
a
time.
suntan lotion, but I don't
This
see
is
that
our
it has
regular.
the.
It's just argan oil,
That's
and
it.
shampoo and a conditioner.
Are you making these?
Yes, we are.
I do the labeling of
I
everything,
saw that. in
so I'm the label person.
So what is
I
the
do all the
base of the
labeling.
lotion? Do you actually buy a lotion?
We
base?
actually buy the butter lotion itself and we whip it and then we add. all
And
our
other
ingredients together.
ingredients with
Yeah,
it.
so
Okay.
we'll put some like lavender, little scents, very basic scents, very lightly because everybody is not
Argan oil is very expensive.
exactly.
It tell me about it. I do the purchasing.
Yeah.
It tell me about it. Yes, it is.
Then we do essential oils. They come in roll-ons and sprays.
Yeah, wow. This is,
And then we
Oh,
also
that
get,
smells really good.
oh, thank you.
you should have led with this.
I'd rather know exactly what's needed.
Argan
Yeah,
oil.
these are essential oils that we have. And,
Is this the curl? No, no, this is.
no, that's just.
What is mama's curl? What was that?
Curl pudding,
Yeah,
curl pudding.
I was just curious about it because I love the packaging and.
Yeah.
It's similar to the same base as the conditioner here, right there. And just people, when they add water to it and use it on their hair, brushing their hair, you get the curls coming really nice.
The argan oil
Yeah.
products here are gonna fly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
African black soap.
Oh, yeah, that's what every
I used to
college
use
kid
African
loves.
black soap.
You used to.
Roll-ons.
Yeah, that's all.
Smell good. Smell good. Yeah, that's. the-
This is your
Yeah.
ingredient. This is not a sale item. Okay.
We use a lot of base.
You sell that, yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
We create a lot of base.
There are essential oils that we make.
Base, where this way you don't take nothing
Oh
that.
my God, it's amazing
touch
for
or
your
tamper
complexion.
before it comes to actual.
And we
If you have,
do
like,
sell
psoriasis,
scents
you
as
get
roll
dry spot.
and we do sell sprays as
I used
scents
to
as
buy it
well,
years
but
ago.
it's all natural, they're essential oils.
You know, there's a,
So I think,
product line called Shea Moisture.
Mhm, mhm.
Never. Leave it go. And that's.
And we've been in business since 2008 and never had an issue.
and are you at College of the Desert right now?
No.
Oh,
No, we
No, we don't do
the
that.
high desert, we do,
That
Um,
was.
we're up in
seems
Victorville.
more than us.
so we can,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't do flea markets.
Yeah,
we've been doing, farmers markets.
We do farmers markets.
Yeah,
not flea
yeah,
markets.
yeah.
Events.
okay.
So we've done, some events
I don't
down
know
here,
if
and that's
flea
what
markets.
led us to. the
well, it's not a
Thursday
flea market
events.
product. like you have
Huh?
this for- that is not a flea market product, really. That's right. So it's
Yeah.
a finer product.
Can I make a motion?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I make a motion that we accept Good Mama's Health with just the topicals,
You got it.
nothing that's ingested, nothing that has and the health claims have to be removed
Yes.
from the labels.
And the clays, did you have one that was a face mask?
Yes,
Yeah.
Do you have that there?
that's the
Sodium based.
sodium base one.
Sodium based.
That's this one and.
And that's a
this one.
facial mask.
That's the facial.
Yeah.
mask. Yes.
Okay, you have to bring it back for us to see the labeling, but I think you can do a facial mask. I don't know.
Is
Yeah,
it-
because it says it on the back.
You know, I think these we have to wait for the.
Yeah,
other-
I'm gonna contact the health department.
Yeah, so all of these powders,
Yeah,
wait on
I
this,
can even
and
show
also
you
the
pictures of us
adjustable
with
liquids,
doing the face mask.
the adjustable liquids.
We'll just take them out.
Yeah, those.
Yeah,
We just take
that's
them.
fine.
Yeah, the facial mask tell you here, up per water.
Well, we need to check with.
Okay, you know what, hold on, what if we do it right in the package and we cross off the ones that they're not gonna do, here. Here. So like, the detox, the clay comes out, this stays, this stays, this stays, what are the gummies?
Oh, no.
The gummies are not in.
Okay,
No
cross that off.
gummies, we're taking the gummies out, that's
Cross that off.
adjustable, so
Cross off
no.
the clay,
That's what I need to take
detox
off.
Liquids?
liquids
Well, we do
out.
create apple cider vinegar gummies.
Now, essential oils, what are the?
Those are the ones that they.
Those are the
the
ones
sprays.
you
Yeah.
put on, it smells
That's good,
good.
Fine.
okay.
Yeah, they're fine.
So we'll find.
But yeah, now you mentioned the.
Can we say nothing
Well,
adjustable?
what do you think?
And I made a.
The face mask clay should be okay as long as they.
It's not,
It's
labeled as such, it's labeled as.
It's- They need to label it as face mask.
Yes, let them come back with that
Non-adjustable.
label, yeah.
Okay,
So the face mask, you can add on after you come back to us with, show us what it looks like, and we could do that really quickly, that would be easy. We won't make you sit all night, I promise.
Do you want them, they can also just send it to staff and we
Yeah.
could put it as
That's
an
a good
item
idea.
in
Yes,
here.
yeah,
And there's a motion on the floor.
Send the labeling.
Yes, there is, I'm sorry.
sorry, yep, okay, hold
Should be
on.
no discussion.
Yeah.
It's an motion.
No, there shouldn't be, so there's a motion on the floor, I apologize, my bad,
I'll second.
and it's seconded, all in favor, aye,
Aye.
any opposed? Chris, what's your thoughts?
I'm gonna be abstaining tonight, only for the reason that I wasn't able to experience the products tonight, so I'm sorry about that.
That's okay, that's okay. We still have majority vote, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so
I didn't.
Face-
congratulations,
Face mask clay.
Yeah.
welcome to Villagefest with your topicals, lotions, roll-ons as well, and sprays. For the face mask, we're not going to approve that right now
No
for
problem.
any of the clays. However, what you can do is if you relabel it, photograph exactly what you did,
Okay,
and then if you send it off to Faith, we can probably jury that with correspondence, right? We can do that in our meeting. You don't have to be here and sit all night. And I appreciate your patience to sit all night.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for that. I mean, we started a half hour late even more, but
thank you.
Yes.
thanks for your patience
Yeah,
and good luck
just-
with this.
just
I think,
put
yeah.
bentonite clay and you'll see the uses.
Yeah.
And I understand what you have to do is.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
We'll just do our due diligence
Yes.
as well.
And I'm
on our
sure it
end.
will be popular
Yeah.
once, you know,
Always.
everybody likes to clay.
It's our number one thing people use to get rid of any,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
thank you for your
staying.
Thank you.
patience. Thank you for understanding.
God bless, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
night.
You too.
Good night.
Okay.
All right.
We'll get information about,
Contact Faith in the morning.
Yeah, contact
To
Faith,
get you
yeah.
scheduled for an orientation. It's virtual.
Oh, okay, thank you. And the entertainment person didn't show.
Yeah, Ryan Abio. Wasn't he at Villagefest last week?
He was, but he was on the street.
This is the guy that was on the sidewalk.
She's been trying to get him
Yeah.
off the sidewalk and into the event.
And he was supposed to be juried today. All right, I guess that does it. And food court, what is that?
Okay, hold on one second. Let's see.
I think we still have this kind of rolling over from,
No, the food court, I think, came from, we had mentioned that, I don't know why it's on M and not at the bottom, but whatever. It was about, we wanted to review a couple things. One is, what are the types of food vendors we have? Because we felt that there was a plethora of taco vendors. And I thought at one point that we said we're going to not accept applications for more taco vendors at this point.
Pending Greg's analysis,
Yeah.
which we haven't had a chance.
However, so we did, and theirs was a little bit unique, so it's
Mhm.
fine, but I would say that let's put a hold on that.
okay,
Right
on
now?
our taco vendors.
Vendors, yeah, unless it's something that's extremely unique, right? That's so different, but it can't be just a taco festival, right? We're trying to make the food court a draw
Right.
for locals, because the locals been there, done that. So what we're trying to do is get it more to the point where it's also a food destination for people here. you know, you're gonna meet your friends, let's meet at Village Fest and have something to eat and we'll walk, you know? As opposed to coming down there to see the festival for the first time, because most residents only go when they have a guest in town.
Right.
And we're also trying to up the level of the food court, we always talk about that, and try to recruit more and different types of
And
food
maybe
vendors.
move to Bellardo.
Yeah, now, the other thing is, we talked about food trucks. We talked about possibly separating some of the food court or expanding it somehow, like either off the street. My thought was to possibly have a north food court and a south food court, because honestly, all right, here's a case in point. At the 31st birthday, we handed out the cupcakes. Celia and I walked the whole south end to give out the cupcakes and the cards and everything. I was hungry. I said, I want to get something to eat. Let's just go over here to El Corso, jam packed. She said, well, if you want, we can walk to the food court. I said, you know, I don't feel like walking all the way up there with you. I already walked all this down here. So so getting people all the way back up there, I was wondering if it would be feasible, maybe do food truck vendors at the south end, because food trucks are autonomous. They don't need anything, all right?
Yes.
And possibly split the food court.
And Dan, last week, it was crowded. I mean, it was
Yeah.
a great turnout. I handed out cards on the way going north,
Yeah.
Park North.
Towards the food court.
People were, what line are you in? Are you in this line? Are you, I mean, it was so jam packed.
Yes.
Yeah.
At all the food court, and they were great. They were busy, but people, it's just
Yeah.
too crowded.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my only suggestion would be, if we want to have, it sounds like it needs to be on maybe the topic of, we need to have like a side meeting, so we could really put a plan together. And a process of, this is what we need to do in order to get to what our goal is. What I will ask that we do, if we have this conversation and we decide we do want to try and create something on the south end, is we will need to go through the Main Street Association and talk to the merchants on that end.
Yes.
So I've had conversations with multiple
Yes.
board members about, you know, the reason we don't have food vendors in that block is because there's a large contingent
Of
of
restaurants.
restaurants.
Yeah.
And they have been vocal about having food, especially food
Mhm.
trucks in that area. So I just want to make sure we're doing our due diligence so that we don't get a lot of negative feedback from the merchants. So I think we should have further conversation, because a lot of
Yeah.
this I'm really am into and would love to do some real recruitment of some different and versatile, yes, some of our food vendors. So
Yeah.
I really would love to do some of that work, especially the recruitment part. So I would love, I'm gonna put it under unfinished business, but I
Okay.
think if we can talk about having a meeting that
Yeah.
is off-site, where we can really dive into this particular
Yeah.
item, and then also the work that Greg has done, it really needs
Yeah.
like some
Absolutely.
concentration, not like at the end, you know, 8 o'clock when everyone's
Yeah.
exhausted.
And I'd like
Absolutely.
to include in that some clarification from our in-service. I think we did talk about limiting certain categories, again, like jewelry and lotions and candles.
Yeah.
We have a plethora of those people coming, and we need to either cut them off before they
Yeah.
come before us and say, we're not accepting anymore. And we need to decide as a board
Right.
which categories we want to start limiting.
Right, I think the delay of that has been, we didn't want to make that decision
Yes.
until we had
Agreed.
the report and we had a conversation.
And if I
about
can
it.
quickly just say, this is all the new vendors from the data Faith gave me.
Okay.
At the bottom, the general vendors categorized by what Village Fest says our vendor categories are,
Like that.
arts and crafts.
Yeah.
The two different
That's what we
numbers.
want, yeah.
Can I have one of those? I don't have,
You didn't have this?
I,
Here's a whole packet. You can.
oh,
pick
wait,
something.
I got it. I only have ones here.
Oh, yeah, the only other thing in gathering data, I find the data's all over the place. We
Yeah.
don't know what we're talking about. So this handout, Chris, I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about, but it's the category of the vendors that we've defined. And the second page, Dan, I shared this with you, I tried to add subcategories. So we can say they fall in the main category and here's their subcategory. And then ask them to give a description of what they're
Okay.
selling. This would become part of the new application process.
That's great.
So it gives us data to collect that we can begin to analyze.
Because if we do set some
All good.
guidelines, what we can do is there actually can be a little bit of pre-screening in that if it's a category that we're already maxed out on and we're not entertaining, why take their application? Why make them come here,
Right.
right? If it's if it's a type of food that we're already maxed out on, even though we're not maxed out on the food category, the subcategory, again, that would serve, because I don't want to put Faith on the spot to have to refuse people, and I know she said, like, it's not up to her to do that, I get that. But if there's already a guideline that says, well, we're not accepting applications for that, that would help her with that as well. It would also make our list a little shorter for who we're jurying, to make sure that we're jurying people that we really want to bring in. Not people, but
The other two Excel reports, one is a listing of all the vendors.
Yeah.
Broken down by category, you can see that. And the second report is the general vendors, which includes arts and crafts. So you can, that's broken out, so you can see those and see how many candles, how many, you know,
And do we know how many of these people are active?
we go.
Oh, so that's the other problem. So we don't know.
I think if she sent them in here, that means they've been active within the last 3 months or so.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's good to know.
if they're in the, because we retire people after a certain time, so they kind of go into a different database.
Great,
But she still has access to pull them back in, say they come back
okay.
how long can they be off the street before they have to be rejuried?
1 year.
Okay.
Maybe Faith could just let the people know that they could come into before the board, but that they would be on a wait list. And then that way, I mean, I know that you used to do that. I don't hear that happening as often now. But then the people have that choice. Do they want to come before the board now and get on the wait list, or do they not want to come on the board now? Those would be
In
the
all due respect, Joy,
choices.
I wouldn't want to waste the time of the board and the time of this meeting to jury vendors that we're not going to accept, because the wait list could be over a year and they would be invalid anyway, right? So, you know, it does make it a little uncomfortable, especially for the other people in the audience when we do refuse a vendor. You can see, like, those last people were very nervous because of what happened.
Yeah.
He was shaking,
Yeah.
for shaking,
Yeah.
and I felt terrible for that, you know, but.
I was shaking listening to you guys, so, you know.
Oh, Joy, you're such an easy mark. Okay, so that's for the food court. Unfinished business subcommittee assignments. We were talking about some of the board members had ideas for certain things that they want to either look into, improve, advance, develop. If so, we'll need subcommittees, which means assigning people to them. So it's not necessarily unfinished business. I just wanted to make that statement.
Okay.
Anybody else have anything for unfinished business?
Yeah, I wanted to know when we could schedule an offsite visit. I'd like to make
That's gonna be
sure.
new business. That'll be next.
Is that new business?
Yeah, okay, that'd be new. Again, all right, good.
Now,
Now?
now.
Yeah, go, now. Okay.
I want you to say new business. so I
New,
can-
okay, new business
Okay,
now.
do something.
Okay.
I'd like to know when we can schedule an offsite visit meeting so that we can discuss some of these critical issues and get clarification moving forward.
Yeah, sure.
At any time. So I can send an email to the entire board tomorrow morning and maybe throw a couple dates out for people.
I would like to do daytime. Let's check with the people that have full-time jobs and find out if they can do it during the day. And if not, then we would do it on
And
Saturday.
where would you have to have it?
Wherever we want.
Anywhere. Yeah.
We have it at my house.
Yeah.
Jasmine, do you think there's a chance that a Tuesday, a normal Tuesday meeting would come up where there were no one to jury?
No.
That we-
No.
Maybe
That's
in
gonna be a
August.
definitive
okay.
no.
Yeah. No, we always have vendors applying. Yeah, so I would say there wouldn't be, the slowest month that we'll probably have will be probably heading into July. But I know some of this stuff, it's kind of still fresh on our mind because from our study session that we have. I think if you let too much time go by, you kind of lose that enthusiasm. And I do really want to, we did come up with some really great items to focus on and goals. So I'd really love to kind of continue that and do it sooner than later.
Yes, me
We've
too.
lost the momentum on that. We need
I
to
really
revitalize
wanna
that
get
big
this
time.
nailed down.
Yeah,
I want to
because.
say too, before we go home, staff and you did a great job with the birthday party.
Oh, excellent. Oh, my
It
God. It
was
was
fantastic.
It was killer.
Good job.
The vendors really appreciated
Yes,
those
the cards, they
and
really
the-
did.
the touch, they
Yeah,
were handing
yeah.
them out and they were like, oh,
Well, yeah, because we always forget about that.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
do.
But really, we're nothing without them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just an empty
we-
street.
we
And then
make-
Joy gets mad when the street's empty.
Right, we made sure to say, you know, let them know that we really appreciated them.
Good.
So,
Another question, it kind of relates to the food court, but it's more about, if we wanted to expand the food court horizontally rather than vertically on the street,
Mhm.
is that feasible? Is there someplace where
Look
we
up
can
Museum
do that?
Way.
Or,
Yes, yeah, we can use streets
Okay.
that are already closed. Adding additional streets becomes a bit of a challenge,
Yeah.
not not that it's not doable, but yes, museum is already
Museum
closed,
would be
Pilates closed.
perfect.
So if you can come back to us with what are the available streets or blocks, yeah, whatever, so we can look at that as well. Another thing for new business I wanted to raise, and I kind of brought this up at one point, and I think I got poo-pooed on it, but I'm not satisfied with
the poo-poo.
with the justification for the poo-poo. Is placement of vendors, placing vendors in such a way that all of the like for like together, like kind of boutique style, if you will, so that, you know, you have an earring vendor up here, you got an earring vendor there, you got an earring vendor there. I'm walking down, I buy these earrings, I'm like, you know, see these, I wish I would have seen those, right? As far as them not wanting to be near each other, competition is healthy, right? If you go into a department store, they don't separate a brand of jewelry somewhere else on another floor, right? So I would like to see that, because we do have the food court like that. We already do. We already do have the farmer's market like that, right? Obviously, we can't put the entertainers together, right? Because it would be chaos, right? But I would like to explore that idea and see how feasible it is. Now, I get that it's easier to just keep on adding people at the bottom, because then other vendors that have already had a spot, they kind of like the spot, they want to go back to that spot. So now all of a sudden, you know, you have a new whatever vendor, right? Art vendor, and you put them in between, you know, these earring vendors or something, right? But I just think it would be a better experience. I feel like as a resident, I feel like I do not use Villagefest as a shopping resource for myself, because I don't feel like browsing the entire thing.
Absolutely, that's a really
all
good
the
point.
time. But there was a time when I did used to come down, I used the farmer's market almost every week, every other week. I used to go to the farmer's market to buy things like my dry fruit to make my scones, because I was making scones on a weekly basis, like things like that. But I knew where to go and I knew what it was. Because I'm not always going to make the commitment for a 2-hour stroll in Villagefest. Being a resident, I may have dinner reservations or something. So that's my thought. I would like to explore the option of that. One other thing is, a whole other topic, screening criteria for commercial vendors. I think it's extremely subjective right now. And case in point, what we saw tonight, right? There are certain things like, are we going to entertain commercial vendors that are a national chain with a commercial on TV every 15 seconds already? You brought up the point about T-Mobile, right? I don't think we should even entertain an application
I
from them.
agree.
I don't get it. Unless they're a downtown merchant with a storefront within the footprint, of course, we have to treat them as a downtown merchant. Isn't that right?
Yes, but you did today deny someone who technically falls into the group, the
We asked them to come,
layout.
we asked them to come back,
Yeah,
Who was that?
the realtor.
The realtor.
they fall in
Yeah.
that footprint of what
Okay,
is
yes,
defined
yeah.
in our rules and regulations.
Yes.
But I
So-
think that's an excellent point. And my concern with the T-Mobile and like that is that we are gonna get a lot of service people, like, we could have booths of roofers and painters and, auto mechanics.
It's not a trade show
That
and it's
is
not a
not-
retail
But
outlet.
it seems
yeah.
to me, and I may be totally wrong about this, but the vendor categories as defined in our rules and regulations include the entire world. No matter what you do practically, you could be included in one of those.
I think that was by
categories.
design, probably at the
I
time,
think
but
it was
yes,
by
yes.
design.
And I think you're
And
right.
is that something that we want to continue to, and you may disagree with me, but,
Well, I mean, my opinion doesn't necessarily matter in this particular
course it
topic
does.
because it is up to the board's discretion as to how and what the event looks like and how it feels. That is part of your responsibility
Okay.
as the board. So if at this time, this board does not want to see commercial vendors and you want to see, 12 taco vendors, that's up to your discretion. That's part
Okay.
of the work you do. So,
Because we're curating for the most part. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
basically, yes.
We're in a
that's
curating
your-
role.
Your job.
and we're
So-
filling up. And I want to make sure the people that we do add are quality
Absolutely.
people that everybody wants. to
And you
That's
have
my
that
big
discretion
goal.
written in the rules and
So
regulations.
can we tackle these issues at this?
That's what I want to do. So the commercial one, so my point is that even with HomeSmart, that's an application that we would accept no matter what, because they are a downtown merchant. And then we could use our discretion as to whether to approve them or not, based on the petition, right?
Right.
However, if it's just a commercial vendor that is, again, a national chain, like if Walmart is not a downtown vendor. If they wanted to come and have a commercial booth, I would say that we don't even entertain that application.
So what we need to do is.
We need to write a guideline.
Well, right, when we go through all of the categories and you see possibly some areas where you're a little heavy and you don't want to see vendors, you want to put a hold on it. We also need to make that decision for commercial vendors and just outline, I mean, you've said exactly what it is you want. Large scale commercial businesses, or you could say anything that's not within the footprint of commercial vendors in our downtown corridor. So as long as we have some definition, then we on a staff level have the ability to hold an application until you change your mind.
That's exactly my point. I want to empower Faith, but give her the tools to do it.
Yeah.
And it'll also make our meetings more rich. I'm sorry. go ahead.
No, this is another off subject, but a potential for this. You and I talked on the way back from Villagefest last week about quality and about, we are obliged, and I guess that's the word, to admit people who clearly don't meet a quality standard because they do meet the 75% handmade quality. And we potentially could reject really good quality vendors because they are not 75% handmade. So I would like to look at that issue as, what are our criteria? Can we shift that? Can we say, this is not a 75%, but it's such a beautiful, brilliant product?
It's so unique and so much in the spirit of what we want to really display at Villagefest and what we want to offer at Villagefest. That's right. That's not your
Right.
point. Yeah.
I mean, I was telling Dan, I've made jewelry and I've been in art and crafts fairs many times. And my jewelry was always ranked really high, but it might not pass because I did a lot of bead wrapping and stringing but I used unique materials, clasps that were, anyway. It
Like the
probably-
necklace that she's wearing.
Probably
That's-
wouldn't pass. Yeah,
that's
I couldn't
cord
make
and
it.
beads, right?
This-
But that's very unique.
It's very unique, but it wouldn't pass because it's just
Strung.
wrapped. It's just knotted
Yeah.
beads, Murano beads that are knotted. So this is a good example.
Yeah.
Could this come through and how can we amend our language maybe to incorporate things that are not handmade?
Okay, well, I think we'll add that to the agenda because
Okay.
I think that's a larger conversation.
I do too.
Yep. And that's something where we would have to propose amending the chart, the guidelines, rules, whatever, and then put it before
City
council.
Council, yes.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I've got a list of items here for a subcommittee, or not a subcommittee meeting, I'm sorry.
Or an offsite working meeting.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I will make sure, once we settle on a date, that the agenda, a proposed agenda goes to the chair and the vice chair, get your approval before we send it out to the board. as a
Sounds
whole.
great.
Okay.
And again, I'm willing to if you want to use my house, I'm willing to have people come to my house or, someplace.
All right, I will email working folk first thing tomorrow morning, see if day works.
Okay.
If not, then we'll do a weekend.
Sounds good.
Joy, did you have anything to add to that, by the way? Because I think that a lot of what we talked about does touch on your downtown merchant interest.
Yes, but I'll be glad to save it for a meeting that is not on air.
Okay.
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 But I did want to ask you something because I have not been in there since we've been back and since they redid the room. Do those microphones have an on and off button?
They do.
When
Now
you
I'm
have
on.
a presenter, I would really recommend that everybody turn off their microphone when they're not speaking, because it's really hard to hear if you happen to be on Zoom, and I don't know what that recording sounds like, but it's really hard to hear the presenter if you guys are like looking at the product amongst yourselves too. Did you experience that today? Was it hard to hear?
No, but they're standing up, and they're
away from the
away
microphone.
from the microphone, much more so than we are.
Yeah.
Chris?
But good point.
But good point,
Yes.
yeah.
Chris?
Yes. Oh, yes. Hi. I was also just going to mention, I know this came up like a few weeks or maybe a couple months ago regarding animal products. As we are seeing more kind of like veggie requests or kind of vegan options, I was curious because I do remember that topic, a vendor did come up, kind of selling different leathers and things like that. If we were going to go that route as well, continuing to have those types of products or just going completely vegan. Was just curious about that because I remember, I want to say it's when we were still remote. It was one of our last remote meetings. There was a vendor that came through, and that was a question I remember that a few board members, I think, abstained from.
I think it's because it was fur, and fur is actually
Fur.
outlawed in California.
Right.
You can
Okay, so
sell
just
vintage fur only because it's already made.
Right.
And that's even questionable, but they don't allow it. As a matter of fact, I ordered a pair of UGG slippers online on Amazon when I first moved here. Amazon would not deliver them to California because they said of the no fur rule. And then it got clarified what they meant by that.
Wow.
Oh, funny.
Interesting.
Because a shearling slipper is considered like a leather shoe. So then it was like, well, of course, we're gonna sell leather shoes, right?
Yeah.
And so now I can order them and I can get them, which is so funny, but they wouldn't deliver it originally. Yeah, so, but that's why, Chris, it's really because it was fur. I'm not sure how I
Got
feel about going as extreme as make it a vegan event.
I think we should just.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to discuss it. I just don't know how feasible that is.
Right. Yeah. I was just curious. I just wanted to make a
I'm
note of
wearing
that.
animal skin right now, actually.
Hey, I
I'm
got some
wearing
great leather
suede
too.
sorry.
Where are we?
You were in a leather jacket last time you were here.
Yeah.
I was. I have some good.
Okay, hold on one second. I'm just making notes on what we're gonna do with this, okay? Reports and requests, there's no reports, right? Main Street, any reports?
No, everything's great. I hope you had a good time at the picnic.
Oh, I had a
Oh,
blast.
that's not Main Street. That's something else, but still.
That's one, yes, it was fun. Okay, subcommittee reports, recruitment and retention, is that still even a thing or can
No,
we kill
it's
that?
not, it's kind of.
Can we kill it?
morphed into-
Yeah, because
Well,
it.
we
Keep it there.
I
Yeah.
think you should, because it's actually the work that
Yeah,
you're doing. So if we remove it, then anytime you want to report on it,
Oh, well,
it's
we'll
not
just
on
leave
there,
it there and
so
keep calling.
I'd like to
Okay, that's
keep it
fine.
under there so that if you
That's
have a
fine.
report of some
And
sort.
there's no staff reports, right?
Well, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who came out to celebrate the birthday celebration and those who came out to help with the One PS
that
picnic.
was
It was
fun.
fantastic. And I did want to let you know that I've been in contact with the Director of Economic Development about our incubator program. He has some ideas, and I think there's an intent to try and put some funds away so that we can foster that idea a little further. Thank you, Joy, for reaching out to the Economic Development Director. He did get back to me on that. And I did receive a proposal from the videographer that I talked to Board Member Ramirez about, who can come out and do some videos and kind of connect it with some music so that we have some content, so that we can push it out on some of our social media outlets. So I'm working on getting that approved through the city. And then we'll have someone that also came from our visioning session that we had. We talked about ways to really kind of push forward our message. So that is in the works. I will follow up when I have more information on it, but let you know that there was some progress that did come from that staff is working on from our visioning session.
And I'd love to add incubator goals to the offsite as well.
Thank you for all of that, Jasmine.
And
Yes, thank you.
did the I can't remember her name now. Did the person who was going to come and film at Villagefest on Thursday, did she show? Because I never saw her.
I believe she was there. I can touch base with Kimber and that team.
Oh, Kimber, yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
Kimber.
I know that they went to arrange and did a few things because my friend is the stylist for all the stuff she was doing. So he's been working, he's still working tonight actually with her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw them out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice mobile, but kind of larger setup.
So if there is anything that she can share with us that we can use, that would be nice. If you can review that with us, would be wonderful.
That's great.
And if we could also find out, there's been mention of incubator success stories here at Villagefest, Heyday being one, and County Bagels, I believe, is the other that I've heard of.
No, it's the
Someone told me Tony Bagels.
Tony Bagels was too, and Brandini.
County Bagels was at Villagefest?
A long time ago.
Yeah,
No?
well,
Yeah.
it wasn't before you, Jasmine.
I know.
I think you've been here, you know.
I think I know that from.
We
Joy,
were all
that's
young when you started.
I was too.
You're like the face of Dorian Gray. You don't.
Yeah.
She doesn't age a bit.
You don't age. We all age around you. That's what happened. But anyway, if we can get some information, definitively on what those are. When we start to talk about the incubator program or whatever, I would love for that to be on social media and blow that out more. And by the way, Jeffrey Bernstein kind of mentioned to me about, we should have more than that. All we get is a post that says that there's Villagefest on Thursday night, you know, and I said, well, there's a lot more than that, Jeffrey, that you're not seeing. But his point is well taken. If he's not seeing it, then it means it's not getting out there to
We can
everyone.
talk about that too.
Yeah, so that would be a good thing to also add to the, that's gonna be a big offsite.
Make a motion.
Okay. Motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Bye.
Chris, we missed you.
Yeah.
I
See you next
know.
time, Chris.
Sorry about
Thanks
today,
for
everyone.
jumping on. I so appreciate it because
Yeah.
otherwise, you know, we had a room full of vendors here
Vendors, yeah.
and it was kind of
I don't
embarrassing.
want that.